Elder. I mean, just...
I don't know why they're doing it, but they've been doing this for almost 2 years.
Oh, I know, baby.
And no, I'm not related to her, but come to find out, her family lived in the area in 1986, and
You're welcome.
the case was very wide known. Tanya Michelle Williams, disappearance, June 7th, 1983.
Hi, Faith. We are watching a restream of Heather McCord, who claims
why did that do it right?
She was kidnapped at 2 years old, 41 years ago.
Tanya.
And she is scheduling a DNA test, she says. A lot more to it as well.
Investigators and the dispatch took one look at my profile on here, and they said, "Oh my God, it looks exactly like her."
Now she's going to show the age progression.
This is baby Tanya.
Okay, that's the baby. Supposedly that was...
Who's been missing. For 41 years.
And here's the age progression photo.
This is the age progression photo.
Oops, no, I do not. Thank you, Alicia. Welcome back.
Do you get it yet?
Kelds, no, only just recently.
How did they know that I was her? How did, yeah.
Do you think that they look alike, you guys?
If I am her, we're just waiting for DNA, for me to do the DNA and that, to solidify it.
Yes, Peggy.
They all believe, inspectors, I believe I am her.
Nobody's saying no.
Well, I'm so glad you're a DNA expert and you know so much, huh?
Not at all, no.
This is Tanya Michelle Williams, age progression.
They said everybody in the chat over there was telling her yes. They're encouraging it.
The mother's still alive. The father passed away. He failed part of the lie detector test, too.
There you go. What do you think?
What do you think? Maybe lower
my gosh, B-ball mom.
Thank God I need glasses. Do you still think I'm crazy? People want to believe her? She's been tormenting me and traumatizing me and trying to make me crazy.
Even more after listening to this. Yes, ma'am.
I'm done. Game over. They knew my name was Tanya. They knew. They knew. I didn't know. I didn't know, but they knew. The investigators believe it's me. Yes.
I don't think the investigators told her that. I don't think the investigators told her that.
The other Heather. She came in here 5 weeks ago or something, told me I was her sister, her long lost sister. And my name was Tanya. I was adopted when I was in 1990. But if I am Tanya, I disappeared on June 7th, 1983. And I was kidnapped. If I am Tanya. And my daughters look just like Tanya's baby picture, especially my youngest when she was little. And I proved that. And the other
Frankie
Heather that is going on her
singer
life,
slash dancer that she is,
you can ask anybody that's seen it,
in love with.
And they're trying to drive me completely crazy. They've been trying to get me to go to a mental institution so they could shut me up. They lived in the area that Tanya was kidnapped from in 1986. The mother is, the father is not. The sister, the aunt, the family has been looking for Tanya for 41 years. Oh, sorry. Monetary gain. They would put their sins on the children, and for monetary gain, and in return for fame, fortune, whatever, that's what they do with the oldest. Investigators believe I am. They took one. So I didn't reach out to them. Someone else did. A good friend of mine who I trust did. And she's usually in here. I don't know if she's in here or not. But they...
Kim, she supposedly is scheduling a DNA test.
They reached out
apparently she said that before.
To the PD there.
Good
and
question,
the dispatch looked my TikTok up and saw me and said, "Oh my God, she looks just like her."
I don't think that happened.
So while I was freaking out, trying to no, this can't be me. Is this me? Does this look like me? These people have been driving me completely insane. Trying to. How did they know? How did they know that I was Tanya? I never heard the name before. How'd they know it was me? And the name Tanya to begin with.
Yeah, it's a convoluted, wild story, y'all.
And everybody that's coming over here from her live to see if I'm really crazy, I'm not. They've been trying to make me look extremely crazy, delusional, this, and the other.
The other Heather was here in the chat and claims that she's being harassed by this Heather. Yeah, she thinks it's her.
You can ask anybody that's been here and they will tell you what's been going on. I am not crazy. They are doing everything they can to make me crazy so the truth doesn't get out there. They want me to shut up and go away and be medicated, whatever. I didn't end the live. They got bananaed for misinformation. Go figure.
Okay. Thank you, Heather.
Yeah.
Heather has proof. Thank you.
Sorry, it's going really fast.
I just said claims because I don't, I don't have proof.
Right,
that's all.
But when she said Tanya, for some
sure
reason
you
it feels
do,
familiar.
but I don't have proof of anything.
I didn't understand why. There's going to be DNA test done very soon, as we can get it done. Because I just I've been in contact with the investigators and detectives and that from Center, Texas since Monday. My friend, my very dear friend, who's usually on here, I don't know if she's on here or not right now.
Let me write down your username so I don't miss it. And I will
them, and they looked me up on here, saw me, and said, "Oh my gosh, she looks just like the age progression photo."
I'm writing down your actual username to make sure I can find you.
And
thank you, Heather.
And
I will message you.
Yeah, I'm Heather from TikTok. And she said, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I said,
really,
you
Heather?
were expecting my call? And she said, yeah.
So, wait.
It's on 10.
She called the police department and just said, oh, this is Heather from TikTok. And they said, oh, we've been expecting your call. Has anybody, called the police department and just said, oh, I'm blah, blah, blah from TikTok? And then they said, oh, we've been expecting your call. This is Heather McCord. So it's really strange. Really strange. Heather says in the chat, says, yes, she had a bunch of trolls that contacted them before she did. Oh, yeah. People that she claimed were friends. She says some friends, but then I'm sure trolls called too. Yeah, but maybe they did know who she was if a bunch of people called or whatever. And again, don't encourage anybody to call anybody or anything like that if that's, happening to her.
Yeah, then yes, I was. And yeah, I do have some memories. I always remembered running through the strawberry field and everything. But I thought that was the day I was taken, but that wasn't. It was the day I was taken. It kind of got mixed up because they running for the strawberries and picking them. It was a good memory for me because what happened between the time I was taken and that day. I remember the day. I remember I was running. There was a White House on this side, and a man picked me up. And the next thing I remember, I was laying in the backseat of a car, and they hid me in plain sight by cutting off my hair and dressing me like a boy. And these people told me my name was Tanya. I had no idea. And they've been doing this whole tormenting me and everything.
Hey.
They've been tormenting me, trying to make me crazy and everything. She told me I was her long lost sister and introduced me to her children as a long lost aunt. They tried putting me. They said, you need to go in somewhere. We'll make sure you're comfortable.
She does think this is real, Trisha. I do believe that she thinks.
The people that had me.
Oh, really, Heather? I'm not going to repeat that, but I see your comment. I see, Heather.
Sorry. It's just.
Yeah, I don't remember anything like that at the age of 2.
It makes it worse.
Crystal,
but they don't seem to.
I don't think so.
I mean, they've even used their real numbers and real names and everything. And I don't know why they've been doing this. I don't even know these people. The Amanda Jean Irwin Brown, I'm pretty sure this is a fake name. Her name is probably really fun, and probably the other Heather's sister. And I don't know what the fuck, because they've been doing this, tormenting me for 2 fucking years almost, since I escaped those people. And I don't know why. I thought it had something to do with Frankie, but it doesn't. Obviously. I don't know why, though. Yes. There's things I don't remember that I'm sure I will remember, but once we do the DNA test, which hopefully will be this week coming up, we get the results back, they're most likely going to be taking me and moving me somewhere where I'll be safe because these people have my address. They convinced me, she used her kids to convince me she was my sister.
Now they're going to move her somewhere?
She said she wanted to send me some pictures or something. So I gave her my address and then everything changed and they've been tormenting me and very verbally and even on the whole thing.
I believe you, Heather, in the chat.
And I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. They're willing to risk
is Heather
their livelihoods, their careers,
1123.
their freedom, the losing of their kids, a loss.
Right, Angie B.
For what?
For people who really went through things like
I
this.
have Heather's birth certificate. But the problem is I'm not Heather.
Okay, thank you, Hellcat.
I was given a dead child's identity. Most likely. I'm divorced. Twice.
Yes, Heather. She said her landlord put security cameras like in her house watching her.
It's been a very emotional roller coaster for me, and I haven't really even been able to eat in the past, or very much sleep in the past 5 fucking weeks.
5 weeks?
5 fucking weeks. Well, my friend is here, and I have people that protect me and at least drive by my house all the time. Yes.
Wow.
If I'm Tanya, then I'm 43.
Heather. I see you.
Born September 27th or September 29th of 1981. Yes. They've been doing it on here.
Story, I'm not sure what
I am going to be talking to the investigator tomorrow about
here.
more of it because now it's getting worse, and it's been getting worse. I don't know who these people are. I don't know why they're doing it.
It's Heather McCord without the E on it. 1123. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to type in the chat.
Let me show you something.
Virgo Man,
this
no. This is a restream from the 29th. It's the last time she was live on TikTok because she got banned.
Now, do you see why they believe I'm her?
Live banned.
Do you see why they believe I'm her?
Thank you, Andrea.
This is Tanya's older sister. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm hoping. Y'all see it? This is Tanya's older sister.
Oh, wow, Dirty Smurf.
If I'm Tanya,
I think so too, Marlisa. People have been encouraging her and saying, like, yes, you look like her. You look like her. You look like her. Like, people in her chat are encouraging her.
They're monsters. No, but I've been in contact with the investigators and everything. They believe I'm her. They're just, in the words of the investigator, we just need the DNA to solidify it, and we're going to have that done as soon as possible. He was hoping that I could get it done last week, but because
Heather
that's
McCord.
A very small town. This is a huge place, a lot of people.
The username is Heather McCord 1123.
Hopefully it'll be next week that I have it done.
I believe that, Dirty Smart.
The people here's the thing. The people that had me, that I was raised with, I thought were my biological family. 20 months. I was a year old.
Heather says the investigator in Texas does not believe that this is her.
A couple days after Tanya disappeared,
right, Jason.
The Strawberry Festival took place about 3.5 hours away. I asked the who I believed was my adopted mom, which was who I thought my biological mom's sister, who adopted me in 1990. Obviously illegal.
Illegal.
I thought there's familial DNA in the system.
Lady Day, she's in New York.
But my sister is still alive. Tanya's sister is still alive. Her mom's still alive. Her aunt's alive. My fingerprints will come back to Heather because they had me, from time I was taken or whatnot. It's been a lot for me.
Oh, really, Heather?
Yes.
I'm not shocked by that, I do have to
November
say.
23rd, 1980.
Heather.
If I'm Tanya, which
Okay,
you saw, my birthday is September 27th or September 29th, 1981. Heather was a real person.
Yes, she is, but she's live banned on TikTok until
me.
the 6th right now.
There's never been any pictures from the time.
Really, Heather?
Was a few months old too. Just the picture I have.
I believe you.
In a red dress at 2 years old. The only birth certificate I have is from being adopted when I was in 1990 by who I believe to be my biological mother's sister. But Heather was a real person. But after they did what they did, they needed a replacement.
A replacement.
Let me show you the real Heather.
Here we go. She's going to get out pictures and make some wild accusations here.
I mean, once they got me, they would always make my hair really short and dressing in boy clothes.
This purple, this is Heather McCord. Heather McCord, 1123.
My daughters are adults now, by the way. This was a long time ago.
That's very nice of you, Karis.
Now, the person I believe to be my biological mother had either a son or a daughter named Heather, and most likely was unalived by someone in that family.
Yeah, stick around, Nurse Purple.
So, we know the age progression, right?
It's a deep rabbit hole.
Let me show you something. See, that's little Tanya. Look at the hair and everything, right?
Christina, I believe it's Williams.
That's my youngest daughter. When she was little. She was about 3 there.
You're welcome, Goodbye Gravy. I'm just trying to spread awareness.
That's the missing little girl.
And try to figure out what's actually going on.
I gave birth to her.
And also encourage people to not do dangerous things like go real life.
Until, it's a lot for me, obviously. Yeah. So, this is who I believe my biological mother was. That's the real Heather. The other Heather that had come in my life about 5 weeks ago told me I was her missing sister, and my name was Tanya. I'm not related to her.
Good question, Kristen.
This is the real Heather. Why would you dress at a month old, and this is supposedly a month and a half old?
My head is like spinning on this one.
Old baby?
Mm-hmm.
And every picture I've ever seen of Heather was like same facial, always sleeping, no pink, no, not always blue or yellow. Always baby pictures. Nothing between this picture here and let's see if I can find it here because I know it's here.
Because I think she's trying to claim that the baby in that picture is actually a boy.
And this age.
And that's her as a child.
No first birthday pictures, no nothing. No nothing. Just from this age and nothing, no pictures till this age. That is me, though.
All right, Beth.
Yeah, this one is me.
Thank you,
This one is
Andrea.
not. This is Tanya Michelle Williams, who's been missing for 41 years. This is my daughter. This is my daughter. This is the little girl that's been missing for 41 years. This is the age progression photo.
Yes, cricket.
No, I just found out. I found this like Sunday night because I got curious because they kept with
Yes,
everything
Nurse
that
Purple.
happened.
She believes that she is Tanya,
I was under. They made me believe that I
girl
was.
who was kidnapped from Texas in 1983.
This is the age progression photo.
I'm not sure, Gina.
I'm gonna let you decide because I'm just waiting to do a DNA test. Which is gonna be done hopefully
Yes,
soon.
yes, B-Ball Mom, she does. Michelle, this is Heather McCord.
What do you think?
She's trying to see if this age progression photo looks like her of the missing child from 1983.
No, my daughter's not missing. What do you think? Am I her? Am I the little girl that's been missing for 41 fucking years? Investigators think so.
I don't think the investigators
I had
told
no
her
idea.
that. Kel, she's supposed to be scheduling it this week, she said, the DNA test.
Me. I am.
Nurse Purple, she's saying she's scheduling one. I don't know. She got live banned.
To be me,
this was on the night of the 29th. She got live banned, and she's live banned till the 6th.
And my name would be Tanya Michelle Williams.
Good question, Mish. I think she said that the birth parents that she believes she was kidnapped from, that the father passed away, but the mother's still alive.
And I'm the one who's been missing for 41 years. The mom has been, not the dad. And just for reference, this is my daughter.
That's what I would think, Kelds. But
if that helps at all.
A lot of things don't make sense here, you guys.
If it's not me, here's what's going to happen if it's not me. If it's not me, I'm going to do everything I can to keep talking about this little girl. So as many people can hear about her story.
Yes,
bring
this
more
was
light
a
and more attention to her story if it's not me. Because she deserves justice.
Right. Exactly, chasing time.
That family knows everything. Obviously investigators. Right. I've had messages from people from that town that have reached out that were
Texas Gal,
witnesses.
she's saying that was. She was told that was herself.
Looking for me if I'm her, and I've even had one of the relatives reach out and comment on one of my videos saying they were so happy I was found. They were so scared that I was hurt because somebody hurt me. So yeah, this bitch told me my name was Tanya. That Peggy, I'd been missing.
She claims that the person who raised her, which was her aunt, poisoned her.
How did she?
Not that long ago either, like a year or two ago.
I've been in contact with the
as an adult
investigators and that from Central Texas since Sunday night, because I was told to call them.
I agree, Peggy.
We believe I'm her.
Okay, Gina. I'm not sure, Karis. I've only come across her like a week ago. Miss Petty, yes, she's mentioned her birthday and also the birth date of the missing child.
Yes, I was very abused. It was more than just, that's the family I ended up with. I think there's more that I don't, with the things that I do remember throughout my life and how bad they were. There's memories that I don't remember and that are locked away.
Good question, Kel. I mean, at this point, I don't, I don't know that actually happened, but it's a story that she told.
They brainwashed me, obviously, into believing that I was crazy and
they are supposed to be testing her, or so she claims. So she claims.
It was the reason I got into criminal justice, and I've always wanted to help others and get justice for victims that I never thought I would. I had no idea.
All right, that BB stuff's throwing me off.
Sorry, other BB. Mariah, her name is Heather McCord.
The reason nobody found me is because they cut all my hair off.
Oh, right, Joe. I don't know. Saying that they cut all her hair off and passed her off as a boy.
Am I making too much of this?
I guess for a while.
Too much
I don't know.
Yeah. It is. And that's because I've always been made to feel and be told you're making too much about it. You're so emotional. You
Good evening, little man.
Nobody's going to believe your bullshit stories. They're delusions. So I keep wondering if my memories are real or no. The person that ended up doing the worst and letting others do what they wanted was the adopted mother, the one, her sister. She let her stepson and for 3 years. And then got rid of the evidence, cleaned it up and everything.
Jenna, no, she has not brought up a pendulum yet. I
still, I keep the memories that I have. And I guess after you are found and once you find out you have been kidnapped, it is very common to have memories that you didn't know that you blacked out. That's what I've been told, and it's been happening. And I have very dear friends that are helping me and everything else. Can someone please block them? It's funny because I can prove it.
She is not live right now. This is the last TikTok live that she had, which was November 29th. She got bananaed until the 6th.
I will tell you.
She has been going live on Instagram, but she blocked me. I'm not sure why, because I was just watching and
I can prove I called too.
Listening, but I got blocked.
I talked to them. They are very, very well aware of everything. Oh, there's others watching it. Look at how many people are in the chat. It's them, and I'm guessing they may be related to whoever took me for what they're doing and knowing what my name really is and everything. And the way they've been tormenting me for 2 years since I escaped that family. I don't even know who they are.
Thank you, Sassy.
I don't know why they've been doing it. Like, they're exposing themselves. They're building a case against themselves. That's kind of stupid. They will. Right now, we're just waiting to do the DNA test, but because, Thanksgiving week and everything, that's probably why it's been taking so long. Sorry, I got to get my glasses.
I know. I question that too. Escape as an adult?
It's obviously. But see, these people have been tormenting me and everything. And there's witnesses.
I'm not sure what her motive is. No, I did not, Joe. Thank you, Sassy.
I don't,
okay,
I don't know my biological family. I don't, if I am her. I don't know how.
Hey, Sassy.
My whole life has been a lie. These people turned my world upside down. I didn't even know until I said something, and then the lies, the gaslight.
Wow, really, Hellcat?
Torment. Everything. They're trying to make me look crazy. They're trying to make me crazy.
Right, old. I saw that part, Melissa. It is interesting.
They're still trying to get me to go to a mental institution, saying I'm crazy and that I'm a horrible person. I have the messages. And I don't know why they're doing it.
Who's telling her that she's a horrible person and crazy?
Pretty sure it's probably they or Fawn or whatever the fuck.
Is it just followers or is it?
In one of her previous live streams, and again, I have them posted on my YouTube back to the 24th in case you want to look back at any of those. In one of the previous live streams, she claimed that she got a message on TikTok from someone that was, threatening her or saying they were saying that she was putting the actual missing child's family through trauma, and I'm summarizing. She was traumatizing them and that she was doing this for clout basically, and that she needed to go on a live herself. I don't know that she showed that message, but she claimed to have gotten a message from a person saying that, and then it said account not found, meaning that the account was no longer there. So who knows, anybody could have sent her that message.
It just seems like there's a lot of info for something that just happened, within the month,
Yeah. Heather in the chat says she contacted baby Tanya's family. Wow. Karis, it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both in this.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, she it's a lot. It is a lot, and it's a very convoluted story here. How did she get all the pics? These are the pictures that she's showing. The actual photographs that are on paper were supposedly passed on to her by her family. She lives in New York, but she's lived in different states, I believe. But no, she did claim that she got a threatening message from someone, but that literally could have been from any account. She said it said account not found. So nobody knows what account sent her the threatening messages. Melissa said she was kidnapped by Stevie Nicks' dad. LOL. Heather said it was a fake message. I have it. Wow. Okay. Yeah, somebody said the Illuminati sent it. That's probably what she actually claimed. Because she believes the Illuminati's behind everything. So, where's Tanya missing from? It's a cold case from Texas. Oh, the comments from this morning. Okay. Somebody said those are the same photos you can pull up on Google. Oh, really? Okay. Somebody said the Little P account trolled her hard. Yeah, there was an account called Little P, I think, that pretended to be her niece or something like that. And I think that's in some of the streams that I have posted, and was pretending to be her niece or something like that. And I think they were just a troll. And then she found out and she got mad and she blocked that Little P account and claimed that they were part of the Illuminati. Hey, Marianne. Yeah, she gets suspicious of different people in her chat and accuses them of being the Illuminati, and then she blocks them. So the missing girl's last name, I believe, is Williams. See the nurse she flipped out on. No, I did not see that. Oh, Heather says Little P was my daughter. Oh, okay. That's why she was saying it was her niece. Yeah, all of a sudden, I was watching that live stream, and all of a sudden she flipped out and said that, Little P was, with them or part of the Illuminati or something, I don't know, and everything else, and then blocked her. I was watching that night. Wow.
The other Heather's sister's name is. They're trying to make me out to be crazy.
Oh, okay, Heather says John Baldwin was a friend of yours. Okay.
But they're not going to win.
She was saying she thought it was your sister or something.
That Heather that came in my life 5 weeks ago. Her husband, her sister. Yeah. She's the one that told me my name was Tanya. Oh, yeah. I ain't worried. I tell them, bring it on, come get me. Let's meet somewhere and go toe-to-toe. Let's do this. They're too chicken shit. But regardless, they even sent cops to my house.
Melissa, she had claimed for a while that Stevie Nicks was her mom.
The parents that I grew up with, yeah, there's cameras, my landlord, her husband, I have my friend here, we have security.
PJ, I'm not sure. She was live, I think, on the 30th.
What are you talking about? I live in a private home.
Chase, she's not live right now. This is the last time she was live, which was the night of the 29th. It was the last night she was live on TikTok, I should clarify.
Number one,
she got banned.
I do my own nails.
Live banned again.
Did you really think that I spend money like that on my nails? Oh, I actually think that's a compliment, actually. I get my nails from Machine and Team and I get the glue from TikTok shop.
I mean, this is Heather McCord.
So if you want to, like that one on their nails.
Sure, Sue.
You know what? I'll show you.
Thank you,
I'll show you
PJ.
a little nail salon thing.
Sue's requesting a box. We'll probably skip over the little nail salon thing here anyway. Hi, Sue.
Hey, Scam. I do some cases with missing people, and I have a few people that I talk to about missing people. So I can look into some of this stuff for you, and I can send you an email if I find out anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe that she has any connection to this, to be honest with you, at all. You know what I mean?
This is not the first time these cases, stuff like this has happened with missing people, how they think they're someone else. They live in kind of a delusional type world with mental illnesses. So, like I said, I do groups for missing people. I have about 25 groups that I have done for justice with missing kids and stuff.
Okay.
So, I can reach out to a couple of the people that I know that definitely does this type of work, and I can see exactly what is going on with the missing girl, and I can keep you posted of what I find.
Okay, I would appreciate that. Jason Crime had a question. I don't know if anybody in the chat can answer that. She asked, does she usually have a lot of people in there? Does she, I mean, because she's not live right now, but does anybody know about how many people she gets in her lives? Because I don't recall how many were in her live the last time. I think it might have been a couple hundred. I mean, I don't know for sure that she's scamming. Rain my eyes. Yeah, she's claiming she's a missing child. But Sue, the thing is, one thing is that that she says is that even somebody said 140, somebody said 300 in her life. So she is saying that even if she's not the missing child, Tanya, that this will help bring awareness to the case and might help to actually find the girl. And she says that if she is not Tanya, she is going to, make it her mission to try to find this missing girl. She, I don't know how she is going to do that. She hasn't said how she's going to do that. I don't know if there's been any other, activity in the case recently, other than this. I mean, from what she says, it's been a cold case for years. Gen X Ginger said, Gen X Ginger just said, Heather said the investigators are already swamped by internet trolls. So again, I do not encourage anyone to contact, investigators or police or anything like that to inundate them in a situation that is not going to help anybody. It's not going to help anything. They're already.
I'm not gonna contact any LEs or anything like that. I won't be doing any of that stuff. I'll just look to see what's going on with the case and see if there's any leads on it and see if she's in the missing data. Like this girl is actually not her, but like the actual Tanya girl that is missing. I want to see if she's in the missing database and see what it says in there.
Yeah, she showed some screenshots from that, and she showed a old newspaper article about it, and those do look like legit, reports, but I'm not sure. Heather, the other Heather in the chat says, please leave Tanya's family alone. People are contacting them. It's sick and sad. I agree. People should not be contacting this girl's family at all.
Oh, I'm not going to contact the family. I'm not going to contact law enforcement. None of that stuff. I'm just going to do a little bit of searching.
Oh, no. I'm not even just saying you. I'm just putting that out to everyone here,
Yeah, but I definitely will not contact, the family or anything like that. I won't do that. But Heather said to contact her, so I sent her a request on Facebook. I just want to go down the rabbit hole, see what's going on, because this isn't the first time stuff like this has been done. Mm-hmm. It's a form of scam.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm not sure what her intent is. With this, to me, I don't know. In my opinion, it does seem like she does truly believe this stuff. But
there might be. What I'm wondering is if there's a reward for her being missing, and if she's trying to collect on the reward, saying that she's that person. Because that's why I wanted to look into see if I can find a missing poster to see if there's a reward. But sometimes the crime units will post a reward to see if if someone knows some information. So she might be trying to get that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Cricket in the chat said she was a beggar and addict. I'm thinking that was maybe back when she was homeless, because again, she was homeless for a while in Florida. B-Ball Mom says it's a form of a scam. Lady claimed to be Madeline McLean. DNA proved they weren't.
Yeah, but she wasn't. Yeah, that's similar to the case I was kind of talking about too, is where in their mind that they think that they're that person, and they'll try to look like the person. They'll see the page, what they look like, what they're supposed to look like now. They'll try to look like that. So this isn't the first time I've heard of it. It's kind of a scam where I want to know if the missing poster has a reward, because sometimes Crime Stoppers will post on a reward. So if she's trying to say hey, I'm that person, she might be trying to get the reward.
I see. I mean, there could be other ways that she's trying to, maybe she's also just trying to maybe get some type of clout or something, because she's talked about writing a book. and things like that. Maybe she thinks it's something to try to promote some books she may be writing. She also claims that she's in school for criminal justice, so maybe she thinks if she gets involved with this, it will help her get some kind of job doing some type of criminal justice, something or other, in that field. Like, I really don't, I'm really not 100% sure. I think there are multiple things that could be going on here simultaneously.
Okay, well, Heather, I see your comments, and I'm not ignoring you, I promise. If you want to reach out to me, you can definitely send me a message, and we could talk about it, because like I said, I've done, work like this on the side with missing kids and stuff. So if you want to send me a message, and we can talk too about what's going on, and I'll definitely I'll look into it, see what I can find.
I appreciate that.
And I'll definitely send you an email and touch base with you of what I find. I'll look into it tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I mean, that's not something I've looked into. Like I said, I only just came across her recently, and there's a lot of people here that apparently have been watching her for some time.
I think there's definitely a scam going on with her. It seems like, because if you look at the picture, enhanced picture, what she's supposed to look like now, it doesn't even look like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, I think it's more of a scam than anything at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, there's certainly a lot of suspicious stuff going on with her story. If you continue to listen, I believe it's in this live stream still. Do you remember the picture she showed of the lady with the glasses that was holding the baby? If you remember, she showed a picture. Okay, you remember that picture? She claims that the baby in that picture was actually not a live baby. She's saying that the baby was unalived. And that when she got kidnapped, she then went into that family and then took that baby's place because they tried to hide the fact that that baby had unalived. So she, this stuff is dangerous because she's showing pictures of that woman, and also she shows a picture of some older people, I think, who were like grandparents to that baby, and she's claiming that they're holding an unalive child and claiming that they unalived that they unalive 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 are not here with us. They still have family members that are alive.
I mean, like I have a couple pages that I've seen, and a couple of people have been missing for like 41 years, and just all of a sudden was held or kidnapped, and they came to, hey, look it, and they said like the DNA test proved that it was them. I mean, this was like maybe 3-4 months ago that someone was missing for like 41 years, and they found them.
Wow. Heather said she's going to switch to another account and explain some things and get in the box. I think she said she's going to switch to a different account. So I will keep an eye out for the other account to come in, Heather, and I would love for you to come in a box and give us some insight because it sounds like you have a lot of experience with this situation, Heather.
So I'm going to drop out of your box. So I will, because Heather did message me, so I will touch base with Heather and see what else I can find too.
Okay.
I definitely.
You're muted, Sue.
Oh, sorry. I think this case is actually, she's faking. She's scamming. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much, my opinion too. I mean, the whole thing is very, very bizarre. And I would not be, if I was in the situation that she's in, right, which, I'm not, and I can't imagine it, obviously it would be difficult, right? Or it would be, because things like this do actually happen, right? But like, I wouldn't be out here on TikTok stating it as fact until I like actually got DNA results to like prove it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why she's coming forth now and putting all this stuff out there when she didn't even have a DNA test yet. So how can you even come out and say this?
Right.
I mean, you could be, if there's family that's still alive, but she could be giving them fake hope, and that's not cool either.
Hellcat says, I don't believe she's doing the DNA test based on the comment I found on that site. Because, yeah, they found a site where I guess there's question about whether she's getting that DNA test done.
I don't think I think she's going to come back and say that they didn't have the DNA on file or something, and it's not actually her.
She says that they have a DNA profile already on file. But yeah, she could come back and change her story too. You're welcome, Beth. Thank you.
I think that's what's gonna happen. Is she's gonna come back and say that the DNA wasn't found or something along those lines.
Right. Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, and then she would be able to just like kind of keep the story going without having proof one way or the other,
Yeah, so, the DNA was too old, they didn't have it on file. The DNA wasn't up to date, the DNA wasn't on file, we can't find it.
Dirty Smurf said Illuminati doctored the paperwork.
All right, well, I'm going to step out of your box, so I'll touch base with Heather and see what we can find, and we'll definitely touch base scam on this because I think this is a total scam on my from what I'm seeing.
Well, I appreciate your input, your insight, and any information you can provide. Thank you, Sue.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome. So Chasing Crime, I don't know if she said full DNA profile. I know she mentioned something about already having a DNA profile on record or something, and they were just going to take her DNA and then like compare it or whatever. I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, gotcha, Mackenzie. This is the other Heather. Welcome in, Heather.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so this is just getting way out of hand with everybody's theories. So first, let me just state this. There is a DNA test that's going to be done. If she refuses to do the DNA test, they will get a court order to do it. And this is why. Well, I don't even know where to start. Well, let me start back from the very beginning. In 2019, 2020, and 2021, I had a blog post with TLC. I used to do blogging about the 90 Day Fiancé. It blew up. I got doxxed really, really bad. Okay. So I decided just to end it. I wasn't getting paid enough. It wasn't worth my time. So then, I had a stroke in April and I took some time off of social media. About 5.5 weeks ago, I decided to get onto TikTok and I noticed that I was getting a bunch of messages from Heather. Had no idea who she was. I noticed that she was live. I went into her live, and as soon as I went into her live, she immediately said, "Oh my God, my sister." So it took me a minute to know that she was talking about me. Her and I got into a box. We were talking. She's telling me cities of where my dad grew up. She's telling my siblings' names. She's telling me things that made me believe there was a chance that maybe my mom had a baby, put the baby up for adoption, okay?
Wow.
Now, I was born in 83. She's much older than I was. So I would have never remembered her. I would have never remembered my mom pregnant, none of that, right? So then it goes to, so finally, I just couldn't take it anymore. I said, I paid $550 for a DNA test there in New York. I said, go get the DNA test and we'll go from there. And I said, if the DNA test comes back that you're my sister, I really think that I will help and pay out of my own pocket, maybe counseling, something, because I could see something was going on with her and it made me feel uncomfortable, especially if she was family, right?
Right. If she was
She
the sister, yeah.
refused to go get this DNA test. She flipped it on me and said, how effing dare you? Why didn't you trust me with the money? I would have went and gotten the DNA test. And I'm like, why are we even talking about this? Like, why does that matter? I paid the place. We're limited on the places that she could go to anyways, because it had to be the same place here as in Arizona. So then it turns into this whole
thing. You paid the facility?
Yeah.
Oh,
$550.
Wow.
So, and she refused to do it. So then she gets banned on TikTok. She blocks me, doesn't want to talk to me, anything. So she's banned for about a week. She comes back, I messed up. I really miss my family. I really want to see if I'm related to Heather, et cetera, et cetera. So what do? Like a sucker, let her back in. We started talking again. She goes, I said, look, then you need to go get this DNA test. She goes, okay, I promise I will. So then one day she calls and she goes, I'm really hungry. I don't have any money for food. Can you send me some? And I said, sure. Can I just do a grocery delivery? And she goes, oh, well, we don't have that here. Well, I didn't want to fight her on it.
Wait, she's in New York City. They don't have grocery delivery there? What?
Yeah. I didn't want to fight her on it, so I just sent her it was like $3.75, I think. I have all the receipts. I sent her the money, she gets it. So later on that night, she gets on live, and she's showing everybody the shopping spree she went on. Got pajamas, a hat, a bunch of fucking god-awful nails, all this stuff, right?
Oh, no.
So I am just so upset at myself for falling for this. I didn't say anything to her. So then she talks about how she's this criminal justice schooling, blah, blah, blah. She gets financial aid. Well, I snapped something. I go, because we had many conversations on FaceTime that was not TikTok related. And in one of them, she claimed how she never got a high school diploma. She was, tied up and she couldn't go to school and this and that. So I said, how are you getting financial aid if you never graduated or have a GED? And she's like, well, you don't know what it's like to be homeless and watching people get Narcan and all this stuff. I said, I don't care. I said, oh, so you're stealing from the government? And then she goes and turns the narrative that she's dropping out of school because of me. And I said, you know what? I'm done. I don't care if this story's true, if we could be related. I want nothing to do with you. And I blocked her. I'm just fed up. So because I did that, she then turns around and she doxed me. She's showing pictures of my house. Oh. She's showing tax records that I paid, that my house is $8 million. So now she has this narrative that she's convinced that I'm my family's the kidnappers, and she's going to go after me and my dad for $5 million. My house has been swatted not once, not twice, but 3 times, which one of them, thank God, was today and my kids were in school. Oh, she has called CPS. I have videos of her going live saying, call her. Her kids are in danger because...
you just saw some of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she said that my son, who's 10, and my daughter sleep in the same room. Well, first off, my son's 14 and my daughter was 16. And what she's talking about is I was on FaceTime with her, and I have a game room, and all the neighborhood kids were in there, and my daughter and son were brawling over Xbox. And it wasn't a bedroom, it was a game room. But there was air mattresses on the ground because a bunch of kids had spent the night. So there was that. So then, let's get into it.
That's not the same thing. They don't share a bedroom on a regular basis.
No, they don't.
It's not how she's twisting it. Yeah.
No. And let's get into the name Tanya. Where did that come from? My mom's name's Tanya. I told her my mom's name was Tanya. And because of that and me blocking her, she decides that she's going to get on the missing kids website and sees this little girl that went missing in '83. And the girl's name's Tanya. And she calls on live, the 1-800 number, puts on a great show, crying, doxes me in the meantime. I can't tell you how many messages I got, phone calls, doxed me. Then a bunch of trolls called the sheriff department there in Texas where the little girl went missing. They got onto her live and said, well, maybe, possibly she could be related. We'll entertain this. So then this happened on a Sunday night into Monday morning. I talked to the Texas investigator, I think it was Wednesday, explained to him because she told him quite the story. And he goes, He goes, this is just insane. He goes, if she would have never contacted the 1-800 missing people reporting me to claim, I would have never like entertained this because it's insane. It's crazy. So Black Friday, Thanksgiving happens. I go live. I get banned because she pissed me off and I got swatted. I got pissed off when I'm live. Whatever. Got banned. Then Black Friday comes and she's blowing up the detective's number. I ended up calling the detective, like, where do I go from here? I said, I know this isn't your problem, but what am I supposed to do? This is getting scary. And he's like, look, she thinks now I'm a part of the Illuminati. I don't know if we're going to get the DNA test out of her. Yeah, he goes, we might have.
The police are part of the Illuminati now?
Yeah, because he started questioning her. So now he's saying, well, we might have to get a court order. And yes, this little girl's DNA is in a freezer in Texas. All he needs is New York to get their crap together for her to do this DNA test. And he said, without doing a court order thing, he goes, it could take a week, it could take 2 weeks, it could take up to 6 months, just depending on how fast New York wants to do this. So who knows when it's going to get done, but this is what I think. Regardless if she wants the DNA test or not, she's going to be forced to get the DNA test. And after that happens, we all know the results are going to come back negative, okay? And as soon as they come back negative, charges will be put against her. She's done this to herself. She's claiming that she's this little girl. She's doxed this family to where people have contacted the family. People are showing up to the family's house for her. Oh. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And it just burns me for a couple of reasons. And that's why I came in a little hot and heavy in your life. Like, what are you getting from this, right? Is at the end of the day, she's schizophrenic. She's bipolar. I got like her. I don't know how long you've been watching her. Did you ever hear the story about how the lady that kidnapped her held a baby over a floor heater and unalived it? Okay, well, the story from her daughters is that she did it to her daughter, and that's how she lost custody of her kids. And not only that, hold on, something pops up on the screen. Not only that, but when she got thrown into a mental hospital, she claims that she had to make the doctors believe she was schizophrenic so she could get her kids back. Nobody in their right mind would do that. But that's how she thinks. That's what she's thinking. So for the other lady that was in the box saying there could be a reward money, there is no reward money. There's no. She knows that she's not this little girl. She ran with the name Tanya because her story was dying, and she got prior to, I'm trying to think the timeline. I forget her name, but really nice lady got on her live and was like, hey, let's map out your whole life. Let's figure it out. And Heather got so lost in it and had such great memories of her upbringing. So then the lady was like, wait, hold on. Where did you get kidnapped in this? And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I told you I was kidnapped. Like, she was trying to backtrack her whole story, right?
Yeah, like the timelines aren't matching up here.
Yeah, not only that, but if you look at one of her videos, she replies to a comment and says she went kidnapping. She got kidnapped in, like, I think it says 1990. Well, she wasn't, 2 years old in 1990. The age that I have for her is, it was either 44 or 45. She showed me her actual birth certificate. The lady that's on her birth certificate's her aunt. Her mom gave up her parental rights to her and her brother.
Okay.
She told me 7 months ago that she was kidnapped by the Illuminati when she was younger by a man and 3 other girls, and they was off, and she was taken to a temple, and that they offed her daddy, and that the Illuminati is terrified of her now. And she held a KNIFE up to me and said that she was going to off me like Jeffrey Dahmer, and told me that I was a cult leader.
Yeah, that's it's insane. It's insane. But see, she's getting a little sloppy now because PD has been at my house 3 times now. She's actually making these phone calls herself. The PD officer physically called the person that called it in, and it was her on speaker. It was her. Her number, her voice, it's her. So she's going to get, these are felony charges. The things that she was saying, I mean, there was like 20 some odd officers here today. What a waste of resources. And what really upsets me is like, I can't say, hey, if you get these calls, don't come anymore. Because for me, who the cops have never been to my house before, what if something happens? Like for real, like someone breaks in or does something and I have to call and they're not going to believe it and not show up.
Yes.
Do y'all know
And
about
that's the
her
big fear
grooming?
about that. Yes.
Do y'all know about her grooming the 15-year-old for 2 years from the time she was 13 to 15 on here? I had her as a mod, and I got recordings of that as well.
Oh yeah, I saw you you went
Yeah.
live the other night. I watched it. Yeah, disgusting.
Her for 2 years, bought her a phone behind the parents' back because the parents said, you better stop talking to that lady, and was telling her how she could use a D later now that she's turning 15 years old.
Yeah. No, she's insane. But also, so I just wanted to say this, like I'll hop off, but I only came on here because it was bothering me. So many people were saying so many things that were not true. And I just wanted to get the right story out there, right? Because at the end of the day, she's crazy. But this is my daughter. Please.
There was so much that was suspicious about everything she was saying. And I knew a lot of things didn't match up. And I was hoping that, you know, if I held a live, I'd be able to get more facts about what was really going on here.
Well, also, here's another thing. I've already, like, again, I've talked to the investigator a few times. After this DNA test is done and it comes back that she's not, I said, we'll never hear about it because she'll come up with some sort of twisted story, right? I said, could you please either make a video or like an official statement you can give me so I can post? And he said, absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and post that once he gives it to me. But I wanted to say, this is my daughter's account. So guys, please don't add it or harass her. Like I do plan on going, there's some information like I didn't share tonight because I don't even know. I need to talk to my lawyer, to be honest with you, if I can even share it because of how scary it's gotten with her. But I do plan on going live on the 5th, like at 9 p.m. And
write that down right now.
Screen name. Yeah, my screen name is mama_bear_85014. And I do plan on, like, I need to be careful because even after everything she's done and the harm and the shit that she's pulling with me, at the end of the day, it breaks my heart that this woman is so sick and she's believing her own stories. Like, she needs to be put in a mental hospital.
Well, she's also on almost at like this drugs, and and we have that proof, and we have her nodding off on several videos. And,
yeah, I have a list. I have all of her medications. I know what she's taking. I got it all from her daughter. And here's another thing. There's going to be a narrative here. She's claiming that the FBI or whoever is going to have to relocate her because of this, right? She's not being relocated by the place, and I will come out and I'll say it proudly. I sent her landlord the recordings of her talking about how he put cameras in her house and did some pretty sus stuff. I'm not going to repeat it here because I don't want to get banned.
I saw that live. I saw her saying that. Yeah.
And I provided them with it, and they're already starting the paperwork. So she's going to be kicked out of her residence.
Yeah, she was claiming that her landlord's husband was like sending her like creepy type of smexual type of text messages and had put cameras in to like watch her inside her apartment and all of this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, here, someone's asking me to repost my, let me put it here in the comments. It's all lowercase though. It's mama_bear_85014 there. I don't know if you can pin it, but
yeah, we can't pin it, but right there it is. Posted mama_bear_.
And like I said, if you want to join my live on the 5th at 9 p.m., you're more than welcome to, because like I'm gonna need all the support I can get, because
Absolutely.
I think after I come out with what I'm going to come out with, I think I don't know what she's going to do.
Right.
I don't know. And let me make this very clear about this Frankie guy. Okay?
Ooh, Frankie. Oh my God.
I
Yeah.
speak to Frankie. I've had a great conversation with Frankie. We actually now are friends on Facebook. Frankie likes the opposite sex. Frankie has made it very clear to her that there is nothing and never will be. He needs to be worried.
Yeah.
He needs to.
Well, she
Someone's asking
had
if that
doxed
is,
him back when we
someone's
started
asking if
fighting.
that is 9 p.m. Eastern time, Central time, like
We're
what?
Central Time. I'm in Arizona.
Okay, so 9 p.m. Central time. All right,
Yeah.
you guys got it?
Yeah, because I got banned, and that's when I think I'm unbanned at like 8 something. But so I'm just say 9 o'clock. I'm going to go on, and like I said, I need to talk to a lawyer on what I can and can't say, because I'm not letting this go. Especially after today, the way they came into my house, again, I get it because of the claims, but the way they came into my house, and I had a pew-pew at my head because there was a pew-pew close by to me for my safety these last couple of days, and I was thrown on the ground because of it. This is not okay.
Oh my gosh.
This is not like, I can't, thank God my kids were in school, and then how embarrassing for my kids that I had. First off, I then was brought outside for 2 hours while people went to each of my kids' school to talk to them before I could be released.
Oh. Wow.
She's playing a very dangerous game.
Yeah, there's no reason for this. And she's making all kinds of wild accusations against people, and that's what I'm saying. It's dangerous. Very dangerous.
Oh, and then I forgot to say, so from that blog post that I mentioned back in, like, my last post on that was 2021. And a conversation off of TikTok I had with her, she's like, yeah, I've been trying to contact you since then. And I'm like, what? So I got back onto that page, and it took me like 2 days because there were so many messages. But sure enough, she's been trying to contact me since 2020, saying we're related. But of course, she got all this information from when I was doxxed on that page.
Right. That's how she knew your family members' information and all of that, I'm sure. Wow.
Yep. And the thing that's the craziest, though, about all of this is, she came up with, like, Stevie Nicks. She claims that Little P, which is my daughter, said that her grandma, and meaning Heather's mom, is Stevie Nicks. No, she didn't.
I still have all of this from, come back. Sorry, I lost service. But I still have all of this from months ago of Heather. Like, I'm talking about videos after videos after videos of stuff that I can send you and show you. I also have, like, I'm talking about multiple things of Heather that I can send you.
Well, why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you send me a message on Mama Bear? Because I've heard a lot about you and her going after and harassing you. If you want, we are not going to get any money out of her. She just doesn't have it, and that's not why I'm going after her, because I think she really needs mental health. But if you want to join the wagon here with me and try to help me do it, send me a message. Let's get these videos and clippings over and a statement of yours to the right people.
Most definitely, because I feel like, especially having the recordings where she admitted to grooming the child and all of the recordings I have, because I have a live stream that was an hour and a half of her telling this 15-year-old what she could do now that she's blossoming into a woman. And I mean,
you know what's even more disturbing about that is how she did that to that girl, but yet she's so gung-ho and telling everybody to call CPS on me because my kids are in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I just can't.
Unbelievable. I appreciate you, Heather.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, I'm just going to let you know now. She's probably in here and she's probably watching this because my phone's blown up with blocked numbers. And watch, I guarantee PD is going to show up to my house tonight. I will record it. I just have a feeling now because I know this is her calling me. I'm going to get will be her paying me back somehow because I just came forward and said anything.
This is awful. This is awful. Yeah, she needs to be stopped somehow. We definitely need to figure something out and coordinate. And I will reach out to you in case there's anything that, you know, I can do to help at all, myself or my followers, especially in preparation before you go live and present anything. And we will be there to support you as much as possible, 100%.
And I have it all too.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But I'll let you go because I need to go get my kids in bed because I got school tomorrow.
Well,
but
please, I hope you stay
nice
safe.
talking to you.
I hope that you are not disturbed at all tonight. I hope you have a peaceful night with you and your family.
I hope so too, but I have a feeling that's probably not going to happen now. Oh, she sent, because right now she's now sending me threatening text messages. How dare you? You're blackmailing. I'm not blackmailing you. You're blackmailing me. And just because I live in, okay, let me just make this very clear too. Just because I live in an $8 million house doesn't mean I paid $8 million in cash for it. People finance houses. People have mortgages.
Right. It means you have a big mortgage too.
Yes, I have a very, very, very big mortgage.
Yeah. Big mortgage. Yeah.
But in her head, she thinks that we somehow own this $8 million house and we have this kind of money.
Wow.
For someone that's kind of smart, is pretty dumb.
She's very, and it shows as you watch her more and more. And the way, if you do not agree with her, you're the Illuminati. And if you come in on any account, just try to watch You're the Illuminati. It's crazy how bad she literally says, the Illuminati's scared of me, but every time she turns around, she's acting terrified and blocking and blocking and blocking. And I'm like,
Yeah, this is way more than what I even expected. You know, I just thought that this whole story was suspicious. I normally cover, you know, scammers, and I didn't know that she was actually scamming anyone out of money or anything like that. I just thought it was a suspicious story. I kind of went down the rabbit hole. I've only came across her about a week ago. I did see the videos that she posted about You Be True and stuff like that, because I did kind of a deep dive into her TikTok account. I was trying to find out more about her and what was going on in the history here.
well,
And so I was just trying to figure out what was going on and get to the truth. And, you know, it seems like we actually, based on what Heather said, that she is scamming people. I mean, she was trying to get money instead of the DNA test, and then got money for supposedly groceries, and, you know, ended up on a shopping spree, you know. And I'm wondering if she's also trying to get, you know, maybe money from other people who are supporting her, or, you know, things on the back end. Just because she's not on TikTok coming right out and saying, hey, send to me, here's my Cash App, doesn't mean that she's not doing this behind the scenes like she did with Heather.
Mm-hmm. And what shocks me the most with Heather now in this new story is because the original story, when me and her fought, I didn't know her. Me and this girl named Share the Love had this whole big live stream about Adriel Sigler. And we was calling her out back when she had the scam going on the $30,000. And we literally was just sitting there calling it out. So they ganged up and she went to Instagram talking all this horrible stuff, all them calling me a cult leader. She was going to end me like Jeffrey Dahmer, that she knew where Pig Farms was. She told me that she was kidnapped by this man, part of the Illuminati, with 3 other girls, and that he had raped them and offed them, and that they didn't touch her, but they took her to the temple. She said they also offed her daddy, and that she had multiple reports to show back then of another family that she showed us. That's why when I show all of these videos, it's going to connect the dots for you, and you're going to be like, what the hell? She told us that another family had offed her daddy because they had to pay a tribute. Ooh, come back.
We can hear you.
Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. I lagged out. She's probably reporting me. They had to pay a tribute to her, and that's how they got into the Illuminati. And the fact that her dad is still alive and her stepdaddy's alive. We pulled up all of her information, and all of her family is alive, and her real name is Heather McCord, and it's only because she was married to a man named McCord, and her real name starts with an A, but I'm not going to dox no one on here, but I have her real. have her real name too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Someone said she's in here.
She is. That's why I lagged for a second, because she's reporting me horribly right now, and she doesn't want the truth to come out, and that's why she got my big account, well, my medium one, my big account 200,000, but I have it on private so nobody takes it down. But she got my 30,000 down because it had over 60 videos of her harassing me and doing all these horrible things and the crimes that she was doing on here. She also told the 15-year-old that she would buy her rugs, which was Bob Marley, and that she would send it to her if she ever needed something to relax her. And I have all of that. I mean, I was showing you videos just a second ago, but if I played them, I feel like you get banned by some of the stuff she said. So I just send it and you can clip it and edit or whatever you need to do to not get banned. But when you listen to the things that she says on there, it is the most vile, the most gruesome things that, I mean, I've done some stupid shit too, and I take accountability. I've learned my lessons, but the things that she's done, I think it tops a lot of people in here that you've seen done wrong. And when you see the lies that she's spewing, this news story, it's sick, it's sad, and honestly, it's not the story that she brought on here 8 months ago.
Wow. But yeah, I would be glad to look at anything you have. You can email me anything. My email is scamslam411@gmail.com. So if you have any clips or information that I could review to get more insight into this, I would truly appreciate that. I didn't realize that this was even as much as, as deep as what it is, Yeah.
I can play this one. I'll play this one clip for y'all, and I'll let you hear kind of just the way she talked about me 8 months ago to her 15-year-old little mod that she was grooming.
Okay.
Let me get it to load up here. But it was wild. And
Seriously.
this is where she's hitting the vape pen.
How long can you be?
I'm going to see if Dalton is still alive.
I did turn the 15-year-old down because I don't want her to be really exposed on here. So she's lowered in this video.
Like, what is there? I don't understand what the problem is with me. Hey, girlie, you're beautiful, by the way.
I look a mess.
You're gorgeous. Don't even think that. But why is it that Dalton is running his cocksucker about me?
And no, I'm part of the LGBTQ at that.
Right.
Y'all believe me when I say I can do and say whatever the fuck I want on this app?
It looks like...
And that's Instagram. But if I play any more, we'll get in trouble. So I don't want to play any more. So yeah, it gets worse. and that's a 15-year-old little girl that she just turned 15 2 days prior to this and had been talking to her for 2 years. Bought her a phone, and literally after that, just going into that whole live stream there is where she tells her about what you can do and blossom your flower. But that's the way I'm gonna say it because I ain't getting in trouble.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. It's awful. Well, I'm so sorry that you went through that. I mean, nobody should be getting harassed like that on here and insulted like that on here. It's just... And I feel so bad for Heather and her family, for the missing child's family. It sounds like she is just so invested into this, and she's just taking things to a very dangerous and disgusting level. And so I also find it very scary, but also very sad.
It is. And honestly, I'm not judging her, and I'm not trying to say it is, but I don't feel like she's fully there. And I think some help might actually help her, because once this story comes out with Heather, and now, because I've been trying to stay away from as much drama as I can, and we've been watching a little bit, I've been trying to stay away. But I feel like now it's more that this is awareness for Heather, the real Heather that's in here. She doesn't deserve this, nor her family. And like she said, and like y'all said, even if the family isn't gone or if they're still here or whatever, that puts a lot of damage on them, wondering if it is her, or, you know, did they find their long lost family member? A lot of things, and then come to find out it's not her and she's just doing this for a little bit of clout on here. It's fucked up, and I see why people turn on people real quick on TikTok.
Do you think that that's why she's doing it, for clout? Do you have a theory on that?
I don't know if it's clout, because she blocks everybody thinking they're Illuminati. Like, it's so hard to say it's clout with her because she blocks everybody and keeps 9 people in there, and she's fine with that. I wonder if it's just I wonder if she believes it, like, in her own mind. Like, if she's so delusional that she's believing it. Like, she's kind of got that story so locked in that that's the life she thinks she lived, but she didn't.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Because you can see it. You can, if you watch when I show you them videos, I send them to you, because I'm going to send them to you. When you watch them and then you watch Heather's story unfold, because just by what I've been watching the last few days and listening to, it's 2 different stories, and you can definitely tell something's off there. And I'm not just saying that, you can really tell something's off there.
Right. And I don't know whether it's a fact if she is actively on any rugs or anything like that. But if she is, that could certainly be affecting her, her thought processes and her decision-making skills and everything, and her sense of reality and all of that.
Yeah. And hopefully, I want good to come from any person, if they've made wrongs and stuff. Hopefully she'll learn from these lessons. Maybe it's the right thing to call her out. I know no one wants to be called out, but sometimes you have to get people to realize what they're doing wrong for them to actually truly stop doing that and grow. And maybe it's, honestly, it's kind of good y'all are doing this. I feel like it's time people are seeing it. I feel like if it was just me with the way my platform's been lately, I don't think it would have reached a lot. But I've been watching y'all, and I sat back and I felt y'all needed to also hear what happened 8 months ago, because it ain't just me saying that. There was multiple witnesses that witnessed it, plus there's so many recordings that can verify it. So it's hard with this lady, because I really feel like she needs some treatment. Like, she's kind of loony. I'm not being mean, but I feel like she's not there.
Yeah, I definitely feel like she needs some professional help. Even if she doesn't have, some people have said that she was previously diagnosed as being schizophrenic. I don't know that for a fact or anything like that. But, even if she is a victim of, like, a lot of the trauma that she's speaking of, and not saying the kidnapping and all of that, but she's spoken of other trauma she's been through in her life. If those things are true, she definitely, would benefit from some professional help regardless.
She came on the screen one night like this, and she was looking at us, and she said, Dalton, and she held a KNIFE up, and she said, I will off you. And when she said that, me and my whole panel just kind of went, did she just do what we think she did? And some people took it as she was everybody. No, she wasn't. She said my name, and I have that recorded. And when she held that up to me like this, and it was on camera, I didn't know what else to think. At that point, I got away. That's when I got away a distance. I said, this woman really might do something. Christina was there. There's a few other people in your comments that were there. But I'm telling you guys, this is the internet. And just because you think you know someone, you don't know the true intentions behind someone. It's just like the saying is that you walk past somebody once in your lifetime, that's a murder. You don't know someone's true intentions. You don't know how crazy someone is, or if they're normal, or if they're sad, or they're depressed. You don't know what someone's going through. Always be leery with certain individuals. And when I'm telling you this, even from my experience, even if y'all don't like me, that woman is dangerous. And it's not a level of just fighting with people and stupidity shit. That woman, I feel, is scary dangerous. Like, really. And I'm not joking. I feel she's dangerous.
Well, thank you for that warning. And so, everybody just, listen to his words, take heed, be careful with, any kind of interactions with her. I would encourage no one to interact with her when she's live,
I got away, and my fan base can tell you I didn't watch her for this exact reason, because I know what she does to you. when I say that it gets dangerous, it's not just dangerous. She will hurt you every corner, like she's doing with Heather too. She didn't just try to fight with Heather and start a story up. She's trying to get Heather's kids taken. I'm so sorry about that. She's trying to get Heather's kids taken. She's had her swatted. I mean, that should speak levels right there. There's a difference in online drama, but when you are trying to swat someone's house and lie on that type of stuff, and you're trying to physically harm children, that's too far, and that's when something needs to be done, and I'm thankful Heather's doing something. So if she needs me, I'll give her any clip she needs.
Yep, and we will be there to support that, and I'll be reaching out to her, and if you can email me, we can talk back and forth that way as well, okay?
You said yours is your name in 411 at Gmail, right?
Yeah, scamslam411 at Gmail. Yep.
I got you. I'll mail you that stuff, and I'll get that through here in a little bit.
I appreciate all the information, and I hope that you don't have any repercussions from her, just, based on you speaking out again here tonight with us.
I shouldn't. Honestly, she's been talking about me, and that's all she's going to do. I don't feel like she's going to show up at my house, honestly. I live in Oregon. She's in New York. But I feel like other people, just be careful. You don't need your babies involved. You don't need the police at your house for stupid lies. I'm sorry, but the police and the ambulance, stuff like that, they have real stuff they have to worry about and deal with daily for these stupid false calls. She needs to get herself in check there, and I hope eventually if she keeps making the false calls, they'll press charges on her and they'll lock her up for it, because you can't keep doing that. If you keep calling falsely on somebody, they're going to eventually catch up to you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Well, thank y'all for letting me come.
Thank you so much. Stay safe.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Well, we got a lot of insight there from people who have had long-term history with Heather. I didn't expect to, like I said, things to really get that deep, and didn't expect to find out, she's been, getting money, and that she actually was, possibly a scammer here. But everybody, just, be careful, be vigilant. Be careful with any interactions with her, and not just with her, but anybody on this app for sure. Any other further comments, BB? Living in Paradise, we're going to continue to watch her video, so that'll give you some more backstory as well. And I'll be posting this whole entire live stream on my YouTube for anybody who missed the beginning part of this. If you're just coming in, thank you, Marlisa. I agree. I will be posting this on my YouTube page later after the live stream ends. My YouTube is scamslam411. Thank you, Chicken Farts. We're going to get back to the video for now, and I will try to reply to as many comments as I can as we go through, because I do still think it's important for you to see more of what she discusses on a regular basis here during her live streams. Yes, we're definitely going to be there for Heather and support Heather. If you missed that, her live stream is going to be on the 5th. That is like number 5 at 9 p.m. Central Time is when she's planning it. And I plan to be in communication with her to assist her any way that I can.
And who are you? You don't even know who I am. Oh, but you want to be a troll? Is that what it is? It's sad and pathetic, really. So,
oh, here, this is when she's showing her nails and stuff. We're going to skip through this. Not really anything. She's showing the nails that she buys off of Temu and stuff.
I just put these on like 2 days ago. The heart on here. Like, I do my own nails and stuff, That's what people don't seem to get. I get compliments on my clothes, and I'm going to eat. It's right here. I'm going to try. I can't promise anything. The reason I can't eat is because stress, and that affects my appetite and my because I have gastroparesis. I'm not supposed to have stress. And they've been doing this shit and intentionally trying to, and it's getting worse. And I'm doing my best, and they're not going to win. I'm not going to let them win shit. You know what? Let me show you something. I've seen women go expensive, extravagant, right? Right. Okay. Let me show you something, honey. Let me show you.
This was on the 29th, Eamon.
You know, I got to show off.
It was the last time she was live on TikTok.
I know how to put things together. I know how to look.
Because her live got discontinued at the end of this.
Well, right now I don't work because my health. I have gastroparesis. Basically, my stomach's paralyzed. And when I do work, I push myself too hard. And the last time I worked like 14 days, I ended up in the hospital and I thought I had COVID. They said, no, you got to stop. You're going to kill yourself. So because of working so much. So I had to quit. And doctor's orders, everything. Well, what I want to do, if I can, I do want to join a gym again, because when I was homeless, I was going to the gym 3 times a day, eating right, doing the protein shakes. I felt so amazing. And then I, end up in New York and drop-in center and things went to hell. And now that I'm in here,
I'm sorry, Tasha.
Like I used to, and I shouldn't. And, well, when I do eat anyway. Well, let me show you something. For example. So, let's flip the picture around and show you. They're all with Frankie, so just bear with me.
There's a picture of her and Frankie.
This was when I lived in my car. I was bigger, obviously. It was before I started working out. And that I bought at a like a discount retail store for like $15, $10, something like that. Yes, definitely get one.
And then she goes off on a thing about how she knows how to find deals on clothes and things like that. There's another picture of Frankie. We're going to skip this. She shows some clothes that she bought.
I had, if you ask anybody that watches me normally,
Helena, one of my followers,
that I have not been eating,
told
and
me
they get all
about
excited when I do eat.
Frankie is a singer/dancer that she obsesses over. Just look at her page. Just look at her page. She has all kinds. She says she's in love with him and she wants to marry him.
I do my best, but
all
this
of that
thing that's been going on the past 5 weeks or whatever, and the torment and everything that they've been doing, that's why I haven't been able to eat.
She's like obsessed with him.
And they're trying to make me look crazy and make me crazy, literally. And they're willing to risk their freedom and everything to do it.
Girl.
And they know that.
I heard that too, Kaylin.
They did it worse.
That she moved to New York to be near him.
Anybody that knows me, I've never hurt anyone. I'm a good person. I help others.
Oh, wow, Michelle.
Thank you for being here, Emily, and thank you. And if you have anything else, you know what to do, right?
It is scary, Caitlin. The level is scary.
So, thank you.
Sambone, it's Frank, wait, what's his last name? Somebody posted it here in the chat. I always forget his last name. It starts with a Z. Zolfarino.
I'm trying.
Frank Zolfarino.
They're doing whatever they can to make me look
Heather.
crazy. I'm deranged or delusional and like a horrible person. And I don't know these people. And how did they know my name was Tanya? It's like, I don't understand it. Nope. Yeah, I do. I do.
Tasha, he won an award at the Cheer Choice Awards. He used to be a dancer for Paula Abdul, I believe.
And then the recycling tomorrow. Alright. Can't forget to put the food away, obviously.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Heather. Heather says he owns his own dance studio and he teaches dance and he also sings.
Do you care what song I sing in Frankie's?
Oh, she wanted to sing some of Frankie's songs. Dude, this is Heather McCord.
Michelle, Williams. She disappeared in on June 7th, 1983. I need to. Frankie's music makes me smile, makes me happy. I don't get any. What what I really need, honestly,
Wow, Kaylin.
is to see him. I need to show. I wish he would just show up at my home and take me in his arms and kiss me on the forehead and tell me everything's gonna be okay.
Wow.
Sorry. I'm okay. I'm alright. Okay.
Duke, it's a long story, but the basic gist is she claims that
I need to get real glasses.
she was
These are
kidnapped 41 years ago,
oh shit.
and that her name is actually Tanya,
This better be awesome.
as well as a bunch of other things. Hey, Jaxie. For anybody coming in late and you want to see the whole thing, I'll be posting it on my YouTube later tonight, okay? This is one of Frankie's songs. Okay.
My bad side.
Yeah, I'm trying, fishing girl.
Okay. This is the whole list of his music, and it's what makes me happy. So we're gonna do it. That's something requested, and I love the fact that they did.
You need to see just like a minute of this one. Thank you, Josh. Mustang, that's questionable. She did get some money, for sure.
This is Frankie. Frankie so far.
It's very possible she's a scammer. I mean, you know, she's making a lot of claims without any evidence. That's for sure.
Been paying attention to it makes me happy. It's just good.
We do too, beauty.
New York. 21 birthdays, so young, quick, breaking in rules, has a heart of gold and the most beautiful soul of anyone I've ever come across. And he's the one I'm in love with and have been for almost 4 years. And he is worth waiting for. And I will wait for him till he's ready, and hopefully it will be soon at some point. Just saying. 4 years is a long time to wait for someone, but he's well worth it. And if I'm not, if I don't ever get to be with him, I'm not going to be with anybody. Because I do love him with all my heart. I'm head over heels, madly in love with Mr. Frankie John Solferino. And I always will be. And hopefully one day.
Right, Dirty Smurf?
Hopefully one day Prince Charming will finally get it through his head that I do truly love him. And I would never do anything to ever hurt him. And I would protect him with my life.
Frankie
From
is
everybody
a
and everything.
dancer/singer that
I
she
just
is
wanna make him
obsessed
happy.
with, and she wants to be in a relationship with.
I just wanna
She
make him
says
happy.
she's in love with him.
But here's the
They're
thing.
not
if
together.
he decided he didn't want to be with me,
Yes, this
and he wanted to be
guy
with somebody
knows.
else,
But
as long as he was happy, and she treated him right, and didn't get jealous or anything, because jealousy is fucking retarded.
I forgot she said that there. But yeah, there's that.
Yes.
She gets called out. Okay.
As long as she treated him right, and
I do want to say that in a little bit, it seems like her chat does call her out for saying that R slur, and I want to say I don't condone that word. If I would have been watching her live when she said that, I would have reported that immediately. That's something that is inappropriate to say. It's an offensive term that I do not use. And I don't know if anybody called her out on it right away, but in a little bit, it seems like her chat does call her out about it. Thank you, Maria. And she denies saying it. Now, you all just heard it, right? You all heard her say what she said. Thank you, Karis. You all heard her say what she said there. There's no denying it. She denies saying it. Okay. Well, if you missed it, I'm sorry. I'm not playing it again.
Let him be and then try to change him.
We do not condone that language.
He was happy and she took care of him, right? You know? I would defend the relationship and I would do my best to be happy for them and I would defend the relationship and I would stand up against anyone that spoke ill will about her or him. Because all that matters to me is he's happy. But my heart is always going to be with him, no matter what.
Lady Day, she's in love with Frankie.
You have to ask him that. I don't know. I really don't.
A dancer and singer.
I've tried. He knows how I feel about him. I've done everything I could to show him. And then when, Wakes and Wishes, we may have ended up together, but my dumbass, my feet were hurting so bad and I had blisters, so I decided to go to the damn car and change my shoes. And then I DM'd him, hey, I'm going to the car and change my shoes. I'm going to the disco afterwards. Hopefully I'll see you there. And I lost the car, couldn't find the damn thing. Took me forever. And by the time I got in there, he had already gone. So, his name is Frankie Zolforino. He's an amazing, amazing human being.
Mustang talks about a lot more stuff.
Gold, beautiful soul.
Yep, we love TikTok Shop.
Hate speech.
See,
that's funny.
It's
extremely funny. Why?
So she got a flag for hate speech, and she couldn't figure out why. And it's because she said the R slur earlier, and obviously she got reported. And people in her chat start calling her out and telling her it's because you said the R slur and the R word, and she's saying she doesn't know what it is, and she never said anything like that. Thank you, Jamie.
Extremely funny.
We all heard her say it.
Because I'm talking good about Frankie and that, right? Have I done hate speech at all? It's funny to me. Nice try.
That sounds
good,
Jenny.
The most amazing man I've ever met. The most amazing person I've ever met. And I love him with every ounce of my being. And it'll always be that way.
You see, yes.
No matter what. And he deserves all the happiness and success in the world. Even if it isn't with me, as long as he's happy, like I said, that's all that matters to me. Oh yeah, someone reported me for hate speech.
Mary J, I believe so.
It's sad, really. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Because this is getting a lot, and it's going to be a lot, and I'm doing the best I can to deal with it, But he's a very busy man. What R word?
See, she's saying what R word?
What did I say that would get me bananaed?
Jenny, this was from November 29th, which was the last night she was live on TikTok. Her live stream got banned
what is the R word?
Until the 6th.
I'm trying to understand what the R word is, because if it's what I think it is, I never said that word. But hey, what did I say? What is the R word?
She doesn't even realize what she said.
Because I didn't say anything, the R word. What the fuck are y'all talking about? You're not going to type it, but you're accusing me of saying something I never said. The thing is, I've sang those songs before, and the thing is, someone reported me for hate speech. It was a person that reported me. I don't have any restrictions. I don't have a restriction.
Right, chase and crime.
But someone in here reported me for hate speech because I was talking about Frankie, that I'm in love with him, and his happiness is all that matters to me. I'm very confused. I want to know what it is too. When did I say that? What did I say? When did I say that? I'm trying to figure out when exactly I said that because I know for a fact I didn't.
Well, it's posted on my YouTube, Heather. You can go back and watch it. We heard you say it.
See, the whole time, the past 5 minutes or whatever, I went from singing his music to talking about him. So I know for a fact I never said that. So somebody just wants to be hateful and think they're going to get away with whatever. It's not happening. It's them. I know it's them. It's extremely pathetic.
Hey, Scam, if you put her name, Tanya Williams,
Like that. I don't.
into Google, search, it'll come up. There's a website that comes up, Oak Hill Research, and there was someone that posted in there that possibly it was anonymous, that Tanya Williams possibly has been found, and that there was a DNA test that was going to be done this week.
You know what? Somebody shared that post with me. I believe somebody posted it in our Discord and shared that with me. It was an anonymous post, and I think it was made on the 29th when all this stuff was happening. So anybody could have, posted that,
Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me go look at the screenshot. Hang on a second.
Yeah, it said anonymous. So... yeah, like anybody could have just posted that. Either she could have posted it herself or one of her followers could have posted it. But there was a post saying, this missing child may have been found. There's going to be a DNA test done this week or something like that. It could have been her or, again, someone who's, supporting her that posted that. That was my immediate thought, so. I'll put this back on, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, it definitely said anonymous. It didn't give like a username or anything.
Like first of all,
Yeah,
it was.
I'll just do a little bit more research.
Okay.
And I never
Thank
said
you.
it. So try again. Do I have mods in here? You know what? I'm gonna handle this one. Emily, I know for a fact I didn't say that, but nice try. Thank you for coming. Please don't come again. I don't know where you think you're going. Like, this is not happening. Thank you. Go away. And I'm pretty sure it said ridiculous. Or did people misunderstand the word ridiculous?
She thinks that the R word is ridiculous.
I'll admit if I'm wrong, but I don't. Yeah.
She's saying she said the word ridiculous. She did not. We heard it.
This shit needs to stop. You're not these people are not helping themselves.
We heard what you said.
It's pathetic. What you're doing to someone or attempting to is extremely pathetic. And it shows a lot about you, and it shows everyone a lot about you. And everybody knows who's doing it. We all know who's doing it, the same people that have been doing it for 2 years.
Eamon, I'm not sure. She claims
I can't even see
that people have called the cops to her house and things like that, but I don't know if that's actually happened. As for any legitimate, concerns, I'm not sure. I know that, it's possible based on,
thank you.
her false reporting people to police.
A very long week. The problem is, no matter how many mods I have, they're gonna fucking keep doing this shit. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna make you a mod. I don't know what else to do at this point because this is getting out. This is fucking stupid. I'm just gonna say it's fucking ridiculous.
Me too, chasing crime. I thought she was going to say it again there.
I like, I don't think they seem to cross the concept of the shit they do. And you know, it's like, I've been through enough in my life. And to find out how my world turned upside down, find out that I'm not who I thought, that I'm this whole different person, and my life was stolen. And I was stolen. And everything I went through. And these motherfuckers decide to torment me this whole time. I don't even know who the fuck these people are. But they're doing their best. And to risk their freedom, their careers, and losing the custody of their children. That's not the brightest crane in the box, is it? But they are. They are. That's exactly what they're doing.
Right, Hallmark?
It's the one that came in my live and said that she was my sister. My name was Tanya about 5 weeks ago. That it's her and her sister, who I'm willing to bet the Amanda Junior one brown person is actually her sister Fawn. And the husband, who's supposedly an FBI agent. Supposedly hacked into my records and abused his position as an FBI agent, if he is. Or, lying and saying he's an FBI agent is a felony. Impersonating a federal agent is a felony. I don't think they understand that. But here we are. But want to make me crazy that they have 4 months of screen recordings of my lives, and they're going to post it and expose me. Go ahead. Expose away. Expose everything. Post everything about me you have. Please do.
Oh, okay.
That's where I'm at with it. Go post everything you have about me. Go ahead. And I can guarantee it's most likely lies.
Oh, really, my two girls?
See, I'm going to be talking to my very dear friend, who's a very close relative of his, works for the FBI office here, actually in Manhattan. And all I have to do is give the phone numbers, the pictures I have, the text messages, all of it. Not to mention the investigators already have her information and know. So, and they were going to see if she would be cooperative.
Oh, wow, my two girls. Okay.
And I told him this.
You can email that to me.
With everything,
I'd like
when I
to see
tell him
that.
what's going on tomorrow, I'm going to be asking him where to send
My
everything.
email is scamslam411@gmail.com.
I'm done with your bullshit games, your threats, intimidation, the black, whatever the poor attempts bullshit thing.
It's also in the bio on my profile.
Post everything you have about me, please do. Post it. I dare you. Please do it. Or you have proof that I'm schizophrenic and all that. Please post it. I dare you. Please, I'm begging you to post it. Please post it. Post everything you have about me. Also, come to my door so that you know where I live. Right? But you won't do that. See, the poor attempts at what you've been doing to me, yes, it has been affecting me. But that stops now.
Right, Ghost Whisperer. Especially with the whole Frankie
Because you
stuff.
and I both, we all know that. You're full of shit.
Her name is Heather McCord, Missy.
Except what you make up in your head. All the time.
The username is Heather McCord1123.
And then, the children, getting the children involved. The children are definitely not safe. Now, let me ask you this. A person that's a good mom, do you think that she would get her children involved in something like this? Like, having them, on my life, on camera, introducing me to them as their aunt, their long-lost aunt?
Hey, the baby girl.
No, that's not a good mom at all, is it? I think her children are in danger, don't you? Y'all think her children are in danger? Because obviously their parents aren't mature enough to take care of them. Obviously they're in danger. I have screenshots of the text messages from them. So the way you talk to me and that shows me. And what y'all have done, it shows me and everyone. So I think maybe CPS does need to be called.
Wow. See?
You look like games.
Yep, she's talking about Heather. And making threats to call CPS.
Okay.
Thank you, my two girls. I will check. Yes, she was talking about Heather, though.
I don't know what you thought you were going to accomplish, but what the fuck you were doing.
Eamon, no. I mean, Heather was here in the box talking with us.
So please post whatever you have of me. Post whatever you have on me. Please do. And if you think for 1 second, because I'm wondering if you're trying to get Frankie to look bad about, have a different opinion about me or something.
Syria, yeah, she has
Place your
one or
hearts for
two,
thinking
not
that,
sure.
'cause it never will
But I
work.
believe they're grown.
It's never going to work.
As far
All
as I
you're
know.
doing is showing everybody how you truly are as a human being, which is a horrible one at that. It's extremely pathetic. Like, beyond pathetic at that. For the record, also, just so you know, Heather, having your 2 children, a boy and a girl, the girl being 10 and the boy being a teenager, share the same room, that's illegal.
And this is what
Your
Heather
kids
was
can be
talking
taken for
about.
that. Did you know that? And if you're living in a $6 million home, like you said, why would your kids be
They were
sharing
just
a bedroom?
hanging out in a game room.
Especially a girl and a boy. Do you really want to continue playing this bullshit game that you're doing? Because if you continue with this shit, if it does not stop as of now, one more thing. You talk about me anymore, you mention my name anymore, you show anything about me anymore, I'm going to tell the detective, the investigator on the case for Tanya, all about you, not just your phone numbers and that and the text messages that. I'm going to let them know that you have your 2 children, a boy and a girl, once the girl being 10, the boy being a teenager, sharing a bedroom.
They're not sharing a bedroom.
Okay? And they do have your address, by
Thank
the
you,
way.
my 2 girls of my world.
Do you really want to play
Yep.
games? Do you
Oh,
want
there's
to
a
continue
post from
this?
today?
Do you want to continue this?
Oh,
because if
okay.
anybody, here's what I'm saying, and I'm going to put this motherfucking shit up now. If anybody, you, your sister, your husband, I don't care who the fuck it is, anybody continues this shit after this moment, I am calling CPS on you.
Wow.
Because
See?
what you're doing, you're breaking the law. All 3 of you can end up in prison for what you've been doing to me.
Wow.
Not to mention a major lawsuit that I can guarantee you I will win.
Well,
And your kids
okay. Thank you,
will
my
end
2
up without
girls.
their parents because they will be in foster care. Do I make myself clear?
Love you much. I'm not sure if
The
it's
threats,
illegal. It
intimidation,
might depend on
defamation
the
of character,
state,
all of
but
it
they weren't
stops
sharing
now.
a
And you
bedroom.
better talk to your little buddies and stop it now. Or else, I said fuck around and find out, didn't I?
Wow.
You don't know who you're dealing with. You underestimate. I love it when people want to underestimate me. You brought my kids into this situation when you had no right to. You lied about me in defamation of character multiple times. I mean, I have the screen recordings where you're talking how I'm an alcoholic and that when I don't even drink. Yeah. You want to continue this bullshit? I have hundreds of people that are willing to testify against all of you.
Oh, testify
The other
about
Heather
what?
that came in my life about 5 weeks ago saying that she was my sister and my name was Tanya and I was the long lost sister. No idea about any of it.
And that's not what happened.
And then everything they did since. And they come to find out because I'm one that has to get to the truth of everything. Come to find out.
Heather was in the box, and
there is
the other Heather,
named Tanya Michelle
this
Williams,
Heather McCord,
that's been missing
approached
for
her.
41 years. Someone reached out to the police department there. Tanya was taken and told them about me. They looked at my profile.
Oh, really, Omar?
They looked at me and said, "Oh my gosh, she looks just like the age composite, the age progression." And told them to tell me to call them, and I did.
Elena.
You're not allowed to have a boy and a girl in the same bedroom no matter what, unless they're very, very little. But at a certain age, they have to be in their own separate rooms, right? We know this. This is the law. I look just like the age progression picture, and the picture of my youngest daughter looks just like Tanya's baby picture. I don't know how they knew Tanya's name. I don't know how they knew it was me, but they've been tormenting me this whole fucking time.
Oh, wow, Hallmark.
They've been tormenting me this whole goddamn time. Her children, the 2 sharing a bedroom, the boy is a teenager and the girl is 10.
Thank you for all the
And
info,
these
Hallmark.
motherfuckers are playing games. These motherfuckers are playing games with me and trying to make me crazy and trying to, the defamation of character, everything. Do I think it's possible or what? Not possible. I've tried that. I have literally tried that. Like, you just like, these people are insane. I'm not their sister. Tanya is not the sister. Tanya is a little girl. Tanya Michelle Williams. Let me show you. It's easier to show you.
Here we go again with the pictures.
And then we'll get back to that because, he makes me happy. Okay, I'm going to do this real quick. Because
Patty Cake, she's claiming that she was kidnapped at age 2 and that her name is not Heather, but it's Tanya. But
that's Tanya.
there's a lot of questionable things here.
That's all.
There's other questionable things too.
I know. She's been missing for 41 years.
No, this is from November 29th, Carmel.
Right.
It was her last live stream on TikTok before she got banned until the 6th.
Hold on. This is the age progression photo.
Huh. I agree, love you much. So, does she look like that? Does anybody think she looks like the age progression photo?
They said that it looks
Mikey
exactly
Girls,
like
thank you.
me.
But apparently people in her live are telling her, yes, that's you.
This is my youngest daughter.
PJ, she did to
This is a little girl I just learned about.
the Heather that she thought was her sister. I don't know about anyone else yet.
The only pictures.
People can feel free to reach out to me if anyone else has sent her money or
Growing up,
or if she's asked them for money or anything like that.
here's what's weird. That my name's Heather McCord, Heather Elaine, all that shit. Okay.
Oh wow,
This is supposedly my biological mom. This is a month and a half old.
PJ, not on TikTok.
Really?
Like not straight out on TikTok.
Look at the hands. She's not even, you know what I mean? Every picture I've ever seen, same facial, same everything.
Not sure, Siri. She, I
That
guess
baby's
from her
not
family.
alive.
You see what she just said? That baby's not alive.
From same everything.
She's claiming
That baby is
that this person is holding an unalive baby in this photo. What about her hands? She's saying that, I don't know, she's holding her weird or something.
not alive.
See? So the baby is not alive.
From around this age to 2 years old, there's no pictures. No picture of
These are
birthday,
supposedly
nothing.
pictures that she has from
In
her
any way, shape,
family.
or form.
Yeah, that's supposed to be her and her mom in that picture.
From here to here. And every picture I ever saw,
Okay, Jackie, thank
the
you.
face was the same. There was no pink, no blue, no pink, no purple, no colors. And the baby always looked like that. There's more. Let me see if I can find a picture. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to. Yeah, the bottom one's me. But who's the other one?
She's saying that the younger baby is
Let me
not
see if I
her.
can find the picture I'm looking for. Now, what do you notice?
And I'm like, nothing.
That's who supposedly was my mom, but I don't believe it. At this point, that's not Tanya's mom. That's supposed to be me. These are Heather's grandparents, who I believe to be my grandparents. Who holds a living baby like that?
See, she's saying that the baby is not alive.
And again, same, the mouth is the same as this. Every picture I've ever seen, the baby has been the same way.
Asleep?
This is not me. This is not my mother. Because if this was me, then why did my daughters look like this? What do you think?
Hi, Beths. Tasha, I believe that she was given these pictures by her family. The actual pictures. These are supposed to be pictures of her as a child, but she's saying it's not her. And that the baby is unalive.
That baby ain't alive.
See?
Yeah. I'm going to. We're waiting. We want it done as soon as possible, obviously.
Like, she thinks people are posing for pictures with an unalive baby? Like, what?
From. It's a very small town. Less than 6,000 people or something. So, I live in Staten Island, New York. Obviously, so many more people here, but hopefully it'll be done next week, this week coming up, so.
Not sure, Tasha. There's allegations of that.
Here's me.
Yeah, love you much. I don't think they had reborns back then in like 80s or whatever.
Why
right,
do I look nothing
right,
like that?
old. Mm-hmm.
My hair's nothing like theirs. You know? Yeah, so this is Staten Island. Just one of the 5 boroughs. There's Brooklyn, Staten Island, New York City,
Right, Kim. Crazy.
the Bronx, and Manhattan. Story I was always told that my uncle was changing me. A couple days after they brought me home from the hospital after being born, he was 14, by the way. He was changing me. It was before school, supposedly. And my mom left the diapers on the outside of the room. And he left me on the changing table and went over to get a diaper, and he rolled off the bed. Or I rolled off the changing table, supposedly.
Then that wouldn't have been you. You're alive.
I'm sorry. I'm going through a lot right now. But I was fine. Then in December, when I talked about it with Linda, she said it happened at night when they were at bingo because he called them. So for years it happened in the morning, then all of a sudden it happened at night. Why would you leave a 14-year-old boy who never took care of a baby before home alone with a baby when he has attitude problems and anger issues?
Thank you, Jackie.
What I mean. What, the real story that you want to bullshit? You want to lie about? See, sweetheart, let me explain something. Do you want the number? Do you want the number for the Texas investigator? And ask him, and then you could tell me, or then you could tell the investigator how you knew my name was Tanya. Or did you not think about that?
Yeah, this whole thing's wild.
Yeah, and you just saw what happened. This has been going on for quite some time. They've been tormenting me and everything for almost 2 years. I finally figured out it was them. I'm the crazy one, but I block them and everything else, and they do this shit over and over and over and over. I don't even know these people.
She's not live right now. This is her last live on TikTok before she got banned for a few days.
She's gonna probably tell us, oh well, she was given up at a couple of months old.
Autism Mama, a little of both.
The bullshit lies.
This is Heather McCord.
Then tell me, darlings, I need someone to explain something. If that's the biological sister, and I was given up at a closed adoption, right? Then can anyone explain this? Why I look like Tanya's sister? This is Tanya's biological sister. They've been looking for her for 41 years. Who are you going to believe?
The DNA test?
Someone who's been tormenting me and everything? Or do you want to believe the investigators who believe I'm her?
Okay, dirty smart.
Who believe I'm Tanya and me? And see what I mean? That's what they've been doing this whole fucking time.
Yeah, but
They've been trying to literally drive me insane.
Not that situation. I'm so sorry about that.
I didn't even know about Tanya. I didn't know any of it till she fucking came on my live and everything else, that I was her long lost sister and all this shit. Okay, I'm gonna put some music on. I have to go to the bathroom. You know. God, I'm so sick of this shit. I don't even know these people. Give me a few minutes. I'll go to the restroom and we'll play music.
Of course, we're gonna skip that. She's playing Frankie, of course.
Met me and everything online
Oops,
for almost
what
2
happened?
years, and then now
Hold on.
what they're doing, even after all this has come out, they're still doing it. Because you're scared of me.
Is this the right one? Hold on, let me make sure I got back to the right video. Give me a second. Sorry about that, guys.
You should be. Because I predict that you and the rest of your little goons are going to be going down hard by the time when the DNA test comes back.
Yes.
You might want to go tell them that the investigators are already.
Let me skip through the music part. I'm back in the video. I'm just skipping ahead to when she comes back on.
Black Friday deal. Sorry, guys. Here's the thing. Castor Priestes is a very fucking horrible disease. You wouldn't want to try your worst enemy. And these people know it, and they've been doing this shit to me for all this time. Tanya Michelle Williams. She disappeared from Center, Texas, June 7th, 1983. All right, so
Siri, the other Heather was in one of her live streams. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to set that off.
when is when I need to check.
This Heather,
I plead the fifth.
Heather McCord,
I plead the fifth.
convinced the other Heather they could possibly be related.
Hey, don't get mad at me.
And the other Heather
Been doing this
was willing to pay for a DNA test to see if it was true. But Heather McCord did not follow through with the DNA test to even see if it was true, if they were related.
I don't even like. Oh, okay. Which account is yours? Which account is the? Well, somebody asked me to check my messages and on Insta. I'm looking for it. I'm not like Nyla's mama. Okay. Oh.
Right, Hallmark. She's alleging it was, the missing child was kidnapped at 2. Misty, I do not know. Heather didn't mention whether she got the money back for the DNA test. Right, I thought the same thing Joe said. I thought that was odd.
You have no followers and you're following
They're
two
both
people.
named
This is
Heather?
no account, and I'm like, huh?
Right, Jackie, I heard about that, but...
Oh. Well, that's easy. Okay, you gonna... I'm guessing there's something you want to tell me, so I accepted your message. I accepted your message, so whatever you want to tell me, you can message me now. I'm not sure. Is there something I'm guessing because you've been harping for me to check. There's something you want to tell me. So whenever you're ready, it's accepted.
Rebellious. Or rebellious. Rebellious.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat. Welcome to my world. This is just,
She hasn't gotten a DNA test yet, as far as I'm aware. Not as far as I'm aware. She said it was going to be sometime this week, but probably sometime this week. So I don't know.
I wish.
She got her live access got banned on the night of November 29th. She has been live on Instagram, but she banned me. She blocked me. From there. So I don't think she's had a DNA test yet.
It's taking its toll on me, and it's taking its toll on my health.
The other Heather offered it like a long time ago.
But here we are. I might have to. These people are trying to get me to take my own life or something. Yeah. And look what they've been doing. And y'all saw it. Who's there? Well, I can't really help how I feel. I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm very nauseous, and I have no appetite. Thanks to these motherfuckers that keep tormenting me. It's had a fucking effect on my health.
She's blaming other people for all her health conditions. Thank you, Dirty Smurf. Right, old. She was dancing around and singing 5 minutes ago, but now she's really, really sick. That's interesting. Love dogs? No, I don't believe that they're related.
TikTok didn't report. It wasn't TikTok. It was someone reported it. I'm not restricted at all. I apologize, but I'm hoping you understand. Oh, it wasn't me then. I swear it wasn't me. I'm guessing it might have been that Heather or the little P or whatever. It was not me.
Oh, really?
I promise you that it wasn't me.
Yeah, I don't know why she blocked me. I didn't say anything. I was just listening.
I block them, and they make fake accounts. You've seen it.
Maybe she thinks I'm part of the Illuminati.
The one that came in here said I was a liar and I'm crazy and all that. And then they'll tell you the truth about me.
Oh, because it says about romance scams on my profile?
Thank you. DM me your actual, your regular account username, and I will unblock you.
Wow.
When I can.
I understand what you mean. Yeah, she did say she had 30 mods.
I have moderators, yeah. But my moderators block as soon as they message. But that's not the only problem I'm having. I'll unblock you, no worries. I'll unblock you.
Oh, maybe Hallmark. That could be.
Alright. I'm okay.
I wasn't even doing it. I was just watching. I was just trying to figure out what was that going on. They blocked me.
Thank you. I'm okay. Let me give you an example of what the shit
this is a restream from November 29th, which was the last night she was live on TikTok before she got banned for like a week.
Account not found. Sent Monday at 2:01 a.m. You're being so disrespectful to the parents of that child. It's not
Jaxie,
you, and you know
this
that.
is from the 29th. She wasn't talking to me.
Go turn yourself into an institution. You need a lot of help to go this low. So disrespectful to that family. Gotcha,
Ghost. You can add me. I'm not always available, but I'm willing to help whenever I can.
Yeah. That's the shit I deal with. And I have multiple screenshots of text messages on this phone telling me I need to be institutionalized and this, that, and the other. And the threats, all of it. It says account not found, but it has something to do with that other person. That other Heather. It's her sister. I'm guessing Fawn is actually, I'm guessing the Amanda Jean Irwin Brown is a fake name. Her name most likely is Fawn. Most likely Heather's sister, or it's another sister. But that person, I don't know who these fuckers are. They're the ones that reached out to me and said I was their sister.
Jilly,
and
this
my name
is
was
Heather
Tanya,
McCord.
and I was missing. And that they tried to get me to go somewhere to heal. They've been doing this.
If you missed a lot of the live stream, I will be posting it on my YouTube.
And the reason I know, for almost 2 years. And
you will be shocked.
One thing, the Fawn account person said that they have screen recordings of my lives for the last 4 months, and they're going to post them and expose everything. So they want to explain to me how somebody thinks that they're going to expose me when I talk about it myself. I'm trying to understand how you're going to expose me when you screen record my lives and everything. Just like that account.
My YouTube is scamslam411. You might have to type in the @ symbol as well. So at scamslam411.
All of it. And I don't know why.
Right, Hallmark. Right.
But they are literally trying to make me crazy. They're affecting my health. They're doing it intentionally. What I thought was my 44th birthday, I was trying to celebrate. They intentionally made it as the worst birthday I have ever had. And I have never had a really good birthday. And I was trying last time. They made it the worst one I ever had. And everybody saw it. And they waited until I had eaten 3 squares of cream and mushroom soup chocolate bar, if codes that I gotta use, and that. And they waited till it took effect. I got that from the gardening store. It's legal. But yes,
gardening store.
this is what they've been doing to me this whole
Heather
time. That's why I haven't
McCord.
eaten or hardly sleep.
Thank you,
Hardly eat or
Nellie.
hardly sleep for the past 5 weeks. Probably why I slept all day, most of the day yesterday on the couch.
This is recorded, Renee. It's the last time that she was live on TikTok before she got banned for a week.
This is what they've been doing to me. And they're trying to make me look like I'm the bad, I'm a horrible person, and I'm crazy.
I agree,
and I'm a
Happy.
liar, and all this shit. This is what they're doing. This is what they've been doing. Why? I don't understand it. Why even tell me my name's Tanya? I would have never even gone looking or nothing. I didn't even know. But how did they know? You know what I mean? They're trying to take my life, is what they're doing. And I think it's funny. That's how sick they fucking are. This is what they're doing to me. Anybody that watches my lives all the time, they will tell you I don't eat. I pretend. I pick out food. I eat a couple bites. At least I try to. But now it's gotten to the point where I can't even do that. I talk about
Thank you, Autism
help
Mama.
others. I sing sometimes, and of course I have those people tormenting me. Even got another group of people to do it back in April. I don't even know who these people are. I don't know why they did this or why they're doing this. It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, that's nice, Hallmark. I hope she's okay.
Somebody can answer that question.
I really do.
Please tell me.
I saw that, Marlisa. Yeah, Thanksgiving dinner. They ate at like 10:30 or something at night. Like, I remember she was live and she on Thanksgiving night and she was angry. And man, she was like angry mashing potatoes. She was like mashing potatoes and smashing them. Like, she was mad at people. Yeah, we were watching in Discord, Marlisa. She was taking her anger out on them mashed potatoes, boy. Whew. I hope so too, beauty. Happy, I'm not sure. I think she does, but then she also mentioned having a friend there, but I'm not sure if that friend lives there.
So with everything that's
I think
going on,
she just said somebody visiting for like over Thanksgiving or something, maybe.
what they're doing is literally
Perfect. I have a whole playlist for Heather on my YouTube.
What they're doing to me is killing me, and
that goes back to November 24th.
A game or something. These people are completely for fucking Cocoa Puffs. On top of everything else I'm dealing.
She lives alone?
They tell me I'm Tanya, and now they're trying to lie and say I'm not, and I'm crazy and all this shit. They have my address. They convinced, she even used her kids to convince me she was my sister.
She had a friend visiting for the holiday, Dirty Smurf said. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know who that person is.
And then once they got my address, they sent the cops to my house.
Days are off and on.
For a quote-unquote wellness check.
Okay.
They're trying to black. I don't know what the fuck they think they're going to be doing. That's what I think. Because someone had commented in my live one night earlier this week that they lived in the area. Their family lived in the area in 1986 and knew about the case. Knew about Tanya's disappearance.
Okay. Thank you, Sunshine Doxy. I didn't know about that. I appreciate that.
They're doing. Because they tried to get me to go somewhere.
I instantly got blocked.
They wanted me to sign an NDA. They tried getting me to sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, so then I could never speak on anything. They could feel free to tell me the truth, and I would never be able to talk. I refused. And this is what's happened since. It's getting worse. But it doesn't make sense. Does it? People I don't even know.
Could be.
And they knew I was Tanya. Oh, so Trump knows that I was this kidnapped kid, right? And these people are Trump. Yeah, Trump's going to do something about it. Give me a fucking break. And I like, Jesus Christ.
Right, Marlisa.
Yeah, sure, Trump's going to do something about it. Jesus fucking Christ. I've been missing for 41 fucking years if I'm her. You know. People want to pre-order my book I haven't even wrote yet, okay?
See, now, do you think it's about that at all? She's saying that people want to pre-order the book that she hasn't even wrote yet. Like, do you think she's trying to promote this book or something? Like, I don't know.
I'm sure he is. Can everybody just... I can't deal with that shit. I'm not going to deal with that shit. If you want to talk politics and bullshit, get the fuck out of my life. I have enough to deal with.
But yet she has a whole bunch of political stuff posted all over her TikTok
Can we
page.
talk about that bullshit? Go somewhere else. Period.
Michelle Davis, I do not know.
What, targeted individuals want me being kidnapped?
Nor can I confirm or
I
deny.
was kidnapped from my grandparents' house. And most likely trafficked and all that shit. Okay? Like, I can't, I don't know what some people don't understand. I can't deal with this right now. I have fucking enough going on. Thank you. I agree.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tasha.
Yes, we're going to do a DNA test. Okay, so the investigator was hoping I would be able to do it earlier this week, but this isn't a small town like Central Texas. This is a very, very large place. And the people that are going to be doing the testing, they got to set up the time and everything. As soon as they have a time for me to do it, they're going to do it as soon as possible. It'll probably take about a week to get the results.
Right, Hallmark?
So, yeah, it's just a timing thing.
37, I don't want to do that.
This whole thing is going to take time. Look, if I'm Tanya, which I think we all, you know, I've been missing for 41 years. 41 years. Being brainwashed and abused and everything. I had...
Yanksdoodle, this is Heather McCord.
These people have been doing this shit. Yeah. My whole fucking life. And I've always wondered why I could never have... I'm still waiting to have a nervous breakdown. I'm surprised I haven't.
Serious, right?
It's like...
Yes, I have.
Maybe to have nervous breakdown yet?
I have a bunch of her lives posted on my YouTube as well, yes.
I've had a psychiatrist...
Her lives aren't very long, though.
Their entire lives. There's nothing meant to be
this, Heather...
The reason I was diagnosed with all that shit...
Her lives go on for hours.
My mother had been poisoning me, so it gave me the effects of certain mental illness. And so I kept being put on more and more medications, and that would give side effects of other things that they would assume I would have. And so these people claiming all that shit, yeah, I was diagnosed with it. But if you think about it, look at what is happening now. I was brainwashed and everything. I don't understand. And these people have been doing this for 2 years, almost 2 years.
Oh, wow, Jackie.
But there's nothing wrong with me mentally. It's physical. And guaranteed, I'm willing to put money on the fact that the reason I have gastroparesis is because of all the, being poisoned and having whatever put in my food and all the fucking medications
I think she's about to...
nurse practitioners put me on.
Yeah, wait to hear this story. I think she's about to tell the story about the poisoning and the medication.
She convinced me I needed to be on Social Security because of all that, right? And at the time, well, now I do because my physical health.
So she gets Social Security.
Yeah, they're going to because I said.
But she's in school for criminal justice.
Because I'm second guessing everything because I was brainwashed. I didn't know I was brainwashed. You never think that you're brainwashed.
Right, Josh. That's what she's claiming.
Because I'm second guessing all of my memories because I'm being told that didn't happen. You made that up. It's a figment of your imagination. That didn't happen. So here I am, second questioning everything I've ever remembered, and now knowing that I'm probably.
Oh, okay, Jackie. So she's going to online school, but the point is,
41 goddamn years.
if she can't work, then why
And my
she
name is
going to school?
my age isn't my age.
I don't know, Michelle Reimer.
I've been trying to deal with them on top of it. They think it's funny, and they're trying to do their best to fucking discredit me. I don't think they quite comprehend the fact that law enforcement is called. They have their fucking phone numbers. Like, I don't understand what you know, like, this is insane. I can't believe those. No, I've never had one done. I just,
Right.
I've been involved, I've been in contact with investigators since this past month, this 4 days ago. Like, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days ago. Okay? That's, like, I just found all this out. I chalked it up to a sick, fucked up joke. But something didn't sit right. So I
Tasha,
went
no.
on Sunday night.
No.
And I looked up little girl, kids that have been missing in the early 80s. And that's how I found Tanya Michelle Williams. And then I clicked on the age progression photo and dropped my phone.
Who went missing at age 2.
And went live, and I'm freaking out. Is this me? This can't be me. Tell me this does not look like me. Please tell me this is not me. It's not me. It's not me. And one of my good dear friends that I do trust, that she does care about me, and that she called the PD, the police department there, and the dispatch she told her about me. Dispatch took a look at.
Jeff said, "Yep, Sandra. Yep, that's what it seems like."
Said, "Oh my God, she looks just like her." So finding out that my whole life was most likely a lie, and starting to remember things that I didn't know happened because it was blacked out. And I don't know why it was blacked out, because the shit I remembered was bad enough. And, well, I know why it was blacked out now. And there's stuff that I don't remember, and I know that and I'm wondering if my memories are even real. And you know what I mean? So I told the after I've been talking to the investigator just about every day this week. And I said, I hope you guys have somebody to hypnotize me, because I don't know what memories are real.
Hypnotize her.
I know there's memories.
Now the police department has to hypnotize her.
I don't drink. Why do? Told you. I drink 3 times a year.
I agree, Josh. Slamming a lot of stuff around. She's angry.
Shouldn't talk about.
Wow, really, Michelle Davis? Oh.
I can't fucking. That's what I mean. Welcome to my world, where I get tormented by motherfuckers that have been doing it for 2 years. Who somehow knew my name was Tanya. How does this bitch know?
Does Christy, some do.
I don't know how they knew my name. I didn't even know. They knew my name was Tanya. I was missing.
She does have some supporters that believe all this stuff, and they encourage
and
it.
I make pumpkin pie, and I'm not even going to eat.
Right, Josh? Renee, this is Heather McCord. She's slamming stuff around again. She's upset. Oh my gosh, listen, girl, really? Sorry.
Everything's good. Thank you for the gift. Why are these people doing this? Yeah, it has to be done through law enforcement and everything. I can't just I can't do ancestry DNA. That's not gonna work. I can't do it at Walgreens or anything like that. They're gonna have it done as soon as they have a chance, as soon as they have a time to do it. It's a waiting game. Hopefully this week, though, it'll be done, and then these bitches can get fucked all the way off. One can hope, but probably not. That's what, I don't get it. But I'm wondering.
Okay, Elizabeth,
I am wondering something. Maybe people are right. Maybe they do have something to do with it. Maybe they do have something to do with the disappearance. I mean, wanting me to sign a NDA, non-disclosure agreement, before meeting the biological mom, telling me that they would put me somewhere where I'd be comfortable so I could heal, using her children to convince me I was her sister. And I'm not.
She's claiming that
her children, using her children.
The other Heather's family wanted her to sign an NDA.
In the box, showed her children, introduced me as their long lost aunt. To her children, her youngest being 10. For what? So they could convince me that it was true. And she said she wanted to send me some stuff or pictures or something, so she asked for my address and I sent it to her, and then that's when everything went sideways, so to speak. And they've been tormenting me and everything. Worse ever since, Yeah. If I am Tanya, if the DNA comes back saying I'm Tanya, then that means I've been missing for 41 years, and somehow they knew my name and that I was missing. Yeah, well, these people tormenting me, and that is and they're willing to risk their freedom and careers and everything because supposedly her husband's an FBI agent. Yeah. My name may not be Heather after all.
Tasha, the thing is, it's not her sister. Pink Dog, I'm not sure.
My name might be Tanya Michelle Williams. I don't want it, Heather. That's I was given a dead child's identity. I don't want it. A different identity, different birthday. If I'm Tanya, I'm 43. I've been missing. If I am her, I've been missing for 41 years.
Wow, true, Emma. Didn't think about that. I don't think so. I did, Pink Dog. Yes, correct.
That's Tanya. Missing for 41 years. She went missing on June 7th, 1983. That's the age progression photo.
Does that look like her? No.
And then there's me.
Nope.
See why they say, oh my God?
Their noses do not look anything the same.
And these people knew my address, and they've been tormenting me and trying to make me go crazy. And they know this shit's affecting my health. And they made sure that what would have been Heather's 44th birthday, They made sure that was the worst birthday ever celebrated or ever had.
I agree too. The hairline,
Sure of that.
and her face is a lot more squared off, whereas the other face is more like
I would
oval.
have never even known that my name was Tanya, that I'm had they not opened Pandora's box. Never want to know.
Yes, Michelle Davis. She does.
So my whole world has been turned upside down. And I have to deal with them doing what they're doing. For the past almost 2 years. And they get worse and worse and worse. And I'm telling you, they're in here now and they're laughing. They think it's funny when I'm hurting. And when I cry,
Just
they
it
think
really
it's
varies.
When I'm sick, they think it's funny. They've told me to go on
People
the
have reported 100, 200, 300.
defamation of character.
Oh, thank you, Dirty Smoke.
And this is shit I have to deal with. If y'all missed it, let me read it to you. The night I found out about this for sure, right? Sunday night.
It's me, Holly. This is Heather McCord. Heather McCord.
Oh yeah, by the way, that's Tanya's older sister. I don't even know who
She's
these people
supposed to be
are.
getting a DNA test. She
All
claims
accounts
she
from
is.
what I remember somebody comment, yes, her sister's live. They've been looking for me
But
for 41 years.
someone paid over $500 for her to
This
get
is
a
what I'm
DNA
dealing
test a
with.
while ago, and she wouldn't go get it.
Account not found. Monday, 2 and 1 a.m.
Right, old.
You're being so disrespectful
Hi,
to the
Judy.
parents of that child. It's not you, and you know that.
Sandra, well,
Attention seeking.
we found out
Get
she
help.
did just tonight that she did get money from
You need a lot
the
of
other
help to
Heather.
go this low. So disrespectful to that family.
Prior to tonight, I didn't know that she was actually,
Welcome to my world.
getting money from anybody.
Yeah. I also have screenshots of text messages on this phone
Right, Wendy?
from these people.
It's me, Holly. No, this is her last live stream prior to her getting
No,
banned
I
for
never
a
did.
week. She keeps getting live banned because she
So, you see, me not being ill,
makes a lot of
eat
threats
hardly at
and
all or sleep very much for the past 5 weeks.
insults a lot of people. And
Yeah. That's why. Because of this shit. Because of them.
Missy,
I've been in
I don't think it
contact
has
with the detectives
anything to
and
do
the
with Heather, to be
investigators,
honest with
and
you.
they know. They're just waiting for the DNA test
Pink
to be done
Dog,
to
not
solidify
quite
it.
the same. Not quite the
And then
same.
they're going to be moving me somewhere, most likely, to keep me safe
Beauty,
and so they can
the other Heather
whatever memories I
said
have.
that this Heather has
probably
already
reunite me with my
contacted
family.
the
I don't
real
know.
missing family.
It's very
So
scary
that's
for me.
really messed up.
No, I had no idea
Okay,
until
Sandra.
that woman came in my life and said that I was her missing sister and my name was Tanya. How did she fucking know? And she's not related to me. But I bet she's related to that family that had me.
She's basically accusing the other Heather of being involved in
But I know I have memories that are locked
the
away that I don't
Illuminati
remember as much
kidnapping.
because everything I do remember was horrible as it was. So,
She
you know,
says she was kidnapped by the Illuminati and given to a family who had a baby that ended up passing away. Beth, the other Heather was in here speaking with us. She's also going to be holding a live stream on her account on the 5th,
you should see
like
my food.
5
I cook food and I don't
at
eat it.
9 p.m. Central. Her account name is mama_bear_85014. Who are the Illuminati? That's a loaded
I
question.
don't even know why they did all this. Like, I don't.
Pink Dog, she is saying, she's
It was
claiming,
her, the mom, whatever. Yeah.
she's
It's
claiming
her.
that she
She came in my life,
was
told me my name was
kidnapped
Tanya, told me she was my sister and all this shit.
at age 2,
Used her children, got her children involved, introduced me
41
online
years ago.
on my life, their faces and everything.
But there's no
Saying I was their long lost aunt.
real proof of that. She thinks she
That I
looks
needed
like
to change my identity because her name's Heather.
the child, and
this
there's
and
a
the other,
whole
and
bunch
I
of
needed
other
sign
stuff to it.
An NDA and all this shit. I refused.
that she thinks are connections somehow.
And they've been tormenting me ever since, and they do have my address.
And nobody's tormenting her. She's actually been calling the police
FBI agent,
on someone who she thought was her sister.
So if that's the case, he can lose his job.
Yeah, it's a lot, Pink Dog, because we're like kind of actually like near the end of the live. So there was a lot prior to this.
What they're doing is illegal.
I am going to post it on my YouTube page.
How did I find out about like being her?
So that way, if you want to watch the whole thing, it's at scamslam411.
The name Heather never felt right, and I couldn't figure out why. And then the name Tanya feels very familiar, and I couldn't understand why either. Something told because I chalked it up to a bad joke because of everything they started doing.
Happy, her username is Mama MAMA underscore Bear BEAR underscore 85014.
And then the name Tanya Michelle Williams, came up. My heart stopped, and I clicked on the name. Beautiful, beautiful little girl. Full head of beautiful curly hair at 1 year old. It's like,
yes, she did.
I've never seen a 1 year old with that much hair. And then I looked at the age progression picture, and I dropped my phone. It was almost like looking in the mirror.
Thank you, Dirty Smurf.
And,
yeah,
I went live. I'm like, is this me? I was.
That's all I need.
This can't be me. There's no way this is true.
The last person I covered threatened to unalive me as well.
This can't be true.
Thank you, Mary J. That Michael guy.
I know I can trust. She called the Central Texas Police Department, told dispatch about me. Dispatcher looked at my TikTok and said, "Oh my God, she looks just like her." And told her to have me call. I was very nervous. That was a lot. And I called. And she said, "Hello, dispatch." And I said, "This is Heather from TikTok." She said, "Yeah." And I said, you wanted me to call?" She said, "Yeah."
Behold, this is regarding Heather McCord.
Nothing like
right, Dirty Smurf. She can't borrow them.
The whole thing, like,
hi, Debbie Christie.
Why did they come in my life? Why even say anything? And how did she know? How did she know? I never heard the name Tanya before, but it feels very familiar to me. I don't know, and I never understood why Heather never felt right. But these people now are tormenting me more so than they were before. I have my address and everything.
Just Chrissy, you'll have to look at her account again. I don't recall how many followers she has.
Show up at my house.
I'm not sure how old the other Heather is. She was here in the box talking with us, but I don't know that. I didn't ask that.
It's been a lot to say the least. Well,
right,
did you
God.
not see it?
That's what we're saying.
Okay.
Hallmark said that the other Heather is 41. Thank you. So, would be a little younger.
That's Tanya.
Than this Heather.
That's the age progression.
There. Do they look alike? Well. The age progression picture. I'm not sure, Beauty.
It's creepy for me.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll see something even more mind-blowing. I'll show you.
Oh, wow. Just that. I never really... Actually... Well, she's saying that her birthday might not be her real birthday now because of this. She said she was given the identity of an unalive child and given a whole different name and birth date because of that.
That's Tanya. That's my youngest daughter when she was little. Tanya, my daughters. I gave birth to these two.
Hi, KK. Well, we are discussing, we're watching Heather McCord, and we've been having a discussion about her for quite a while now.
Tanya at 1, and me in 1986.
Hey, Luann.
They're adults now. Tanya at 1, me in 1986. God, I hate the fucking thing.
Right, Hallmark. I know. And she does that. She's showing lots of people's pictures. It's just...
Like...
Yeah, you're right. The eyes are different.
Me?
Mello...
Like...
I believe she does, but she doesn't think that they're like her real family because she thinks she was kidnapped.
Oh, wait, let me show you something else. Hold on.
These are some of the articles.
Here's an article of Tanya, with that picture of Tanya. Me.
That doesn't look anything alike. They don't look anything alike. Yeah, I'm not sure, Mello. It'll be interesting to know. I know the other Heather
This is me.
has said she
That's
spoke
newspaper
with
article
her
of Tanya.
daughter, so... Oh, excuse me, guys. I had to sneeze.
And these people
I'm not sure,
are trying to
Tasha.
make me out to be crazy.
Really not. I don't.
Trying to make me
I doubt
crazy.
it.
And doing
I've just seen and
everything
heard
they
some
can to
things
hurt
that
me.
make me doubt that.
And
Thank you.
I don't
Thank
even
you.
know who they are.
Thank you for the bless yous. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. But how did they know that I was Tanya? Because I'd never even heard of Tanya. Didn't know who she was, nothing.
Good question, Josh.
Show you the real Heather. This is it.
Here we go again.
This is the real Heather.
She says that's the real Heather, but then yet she says it's a boy. Like, and she says that baby
Pretty
is
sure
unalive
was most likely a
in
boy.
those pictures.
And
Yeah.
not alive in these pictures.
What?
Or any of the pictures that I had ever seen the baby in.
Oh. She's saying the babies in these pictures was not her, even though she was told it was, that they were a boy, and that the babies in those pictures are unalive.
My
That they're
world has been
posing with
turned
unalive
upside down.
babies.
And, you know. And
Old,
didn't even
I
know
think that was supposed to be your
Tanya
birth
until
mom
she
in the
said it.
picture.
And it felt very familiar.
Right, Josh. Right, Josh.
Not literally.
Oh, I know.
For some reason, I can't. I'm not able to nervous breakdown or anything. I've tried. Believe me.
Pink Dog, I actually think it's a little bit of both. I mean, she's making it up. I think she knows deep in her heart it's maybe not true, but parts of her still just want to cling on to it for some reason and believe it.
I'll do my best.
Amber, she's
I can't
threatening
promise
someone
anything,
who she
obviously.
was alleging to be a birth sister, a long lost birth sister of hers, and that person's name is Heather as well. So that's what makes it, a little bit more confusing when we discuss it.
They're just waiting. In the words of the detective, they're just waiting to do the DNA test and get it back
Right,
to solidify it about me being Tanya. But because where I live, there's a whole shit ton of people here. So it takes time, but hopefully this week. I would have been 20 months old. Here's a weird part. Did you know you can have memories from when you're 20 months old? When you're that young?
No, I mean, I don't. I don't have memories from 20 months old.
I thought it was a strawberry field. I remember picking strawberries. strawberries and everything else. And I thought that was the day I was
She was
taken.
picking strawberries at 20 months old.
I think I got it. The day Tanya was taken.
How was she picking
It was a couple days
strawberries?
after the day Tanya was taken that there was a strawberry festival about 3.5 hours away from where
3.5 hours
she
away.
was taken from. I remember the day I was taken, and I've always remembered had these memories. I couldn't figure out why. Oh yeah, they come by and check and everything all the time. I remember the White House being on the right side, on the left side of me. And I was running. I also remember the White House had a.
I don't remember things from 20 months ago.
And I remember I ran up to a man and he picked me up. And the next thing I remembered was being in the backseat of the car.
So because she was in a car?
And I always remembered an off-road brick motel, like off the side of the highway, with a flashing vacancy sign in the window. And they took me out of like an old station wagon, like the National Lampoon's Vacation.
Hold on, I'm going to pause this then. Right, exactly, Princess.
I can't talk about it any more than that
because of the hotel. Now, I know where my parents.
I
didn't hear the whole story, but during a previous live stream, she claims that she has some kind of recollection of being in a hotel room and there was a Bozo the Clown there, and that's why she's scared of clowns. So, and that something happened with this Bozo the Clown person in a hotel room. Yeah, that's in one of her previous live streams. I think it's on my YouTube. I think it was like maybe 2 days before this one. Yeah.
That's most likely comes from now, so. And not horror movie clowns. I'm talking about Bozo the Clown.
She's Bozo the Clown. Mm-hmm. Right, Happy.
Dealing with remembering things and that kind of thing, and having to deal with them tormenting me and everything else.
She's saying that she was given to the family that lost their baby.
They're trying to make me literally crazy. They're trying to
have
get
the
me
baby
to take
in
my
that
own
picture
life or something. They made sure to make my last birth, the 44th, November 23rd. They made sure it would have been the worst for me to have the worst birthday possible. And they did.
Right, Princess.
I have threats, defamation of character, you name it.
Beauty.
And I don't know what to do anymore.
Oh, wow, Happy.
Because it's getting worse. And they've been doing this I've been tormented and stalked and everything else for almost 2 years now. And I finally figured out it has to be them. So these people.
But she's actually been harassing people.
I came to my life, told her my name was Tanya, and that she was my sister and all that. And who used her children to convince me of it and convinced me to give her my address so she could send me pictures of whatever.
Don't know. She claims
it's
that
gotten much worse since.
Her adopted mother, who was actually her aunt, was poisoning her. Not that long ago, like 2 years ago.
5 weeks since this whole thing began, and I haven't really slept much. I appreciate all the love and support y'all do.
I think so. At least.
I'm very overwhelmed, and I know
Pink
they're
dog,
laughing their asses off.
Possible.
That's what they do. They get some
really,
fucking
Jackie?
thrill out of it.
Yes, please, Princess.
Motherfuckers.
You sure can. Hallmark, I remember that show.
I don't get it.
Right, Beauty. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, yep. Here's one.
Amber,
Later.
Not directly on TikTok, but
I don't know about Lisa Bush, but
she asked the other Heather for money.
The King Slater who requested to join, I'm sure, is most likely one.
And the other Heather gave her over $300 for groceries, and she ended up going on a shopping spree.
Do you think
that's all according to the other Heather?
Like, do you really think I'm going to let you in the you have one follower or whatever, and everything that's going on, I don't know what you, like, you know what? need to,
Yeah, this whole thing is crazy. I think she got somebody in her box.
You may want to consider people have to have a profile. You have a lot of non-profile pictures. And I understand some people don't want to put their picture in. I get that. It just seems like there's a lot, but. So here's what we're gonna do. To my mods, block every fake account or any account you suspect is fake. At this point, I can't deal with the shit. I've been through enough.
Right, princess.
You need to call your mods. I'm not modded, so you need to see who your mods are. She's 9 years old. Of course, she's gonna get scared. Or you can mod me. I don't care. I am gonna mod you. I think I gotta take you out of the box or some shit. I don't know. Do I have to take you out of the box to mod you? I don't know. I'll leave. Let's see. Am I gonna be able to figure that out? You connect using auto. Okay, say. Hold on. Just type something in the comments. I think I can do it that way.
Thank you, princess. I appreciate that. Okay, Dirty Smart. Thank you.
All you gotta do is comment something, and I can make you a
Jennifer,
Damn, I don't have my glasses on.
this is Heather McCord. I'm not sure who's in the box. It's somebody that's supporting them.
There we go. And then I'll see if it worked.
Raise your hand if you're super excited for the piece. Yay!
No. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Boys and girls, thank you so much for coming to our very first Beast Outside.
So this live stream's almost over, but I do want to see how you want you to see how this person, like, how they interact and how this person supports her.
And then there's one.
Her stuff.
Lisa, she's one. Lisa is.
This is Heather McCord.
Are there any other mods in here? Or is it just you?
Right,
I think there's a few. They're working on it. No, there's Lisa and me. This has just been out of control and they won't stop. And
hey, Sandy.
You know, there were some other pictures.
Thank you, Sandy.
If you're not 100% convinced of what she just shows you, she does have some that are pretty uncanny, in my opinion.
She thinks the photos are uncanny.
Come in and they just won't stop.
I'm good, Sandy. How are you?
Why are they doing this? I don't understand. I didn't see anybody. Fuckers. Yeah, somebody was in here a while ago saying, she is lying, DM me if you want the truth, and all this shit. She's crazy. This is like, why are they doing this? I don't even know these motherfuckers.
Thank you,
I'm ready
Sandy.
to call CPS on bitch. Teresa, you don't have.
See, she's saying it again. How she's going to call CPS.
81 followers, and you're only following 7. Like, she has a 10-year-old girl and a teenage boy sharing a room. Did you know that?
They're not sharing a room.
Isn't that illegal? I know it's illegal, and your kids can be taken for that. Especially since you say you claim to live in a $6 million house. Why are your kids sharing? Yeah, I missed all of that.
Judy?
How did this bitch know my name, though? How did she know about Tanya? How did she know it was me? Because there's an involvement somehow. That's what I think. And trying to get me to sign an NDA and everything. Disclosure. And that wasn't just a random game or a random guess. There's something there. Yeah, and there's an Amanda Jean Irwin Brown who's been stalking me and doing the same similar thing for the past almost 2 years since I escaped that family. I'm willing to put money on the fact that is most likely who Fawn really is.
She can't eat, but she's eating, right?
Is Fawn someone that's been coming in?
Yeah, eating.
Yeah. Oh.
But she said she hasn't eaten in like 5 weeks.
I think Tanya's only got 2 brothers. And I'm willing to put money on the fact that she's probably that the Amanda Jean Irwin Brown is most likely one of Heather's sisters. And they're the ones who've been doing this for almost 2 years. The bank accounts, pointing out to Dalton and them, everything. And now all this. I that person? Because I'm very confused. I've never heard anybody. I don't like make this shit make sense. Because it fucking doesn't. And they're doing everything they can as much as possible to make me sick, to where it's almost as if they're trying to get me to take my own life, which they've said many times. You should unalive yourself. For the past 2 years, they've said this.
Well, you know that's not. You don't follow those instructions.
Oh, God, no.
Okay.
Jesus. I tried to unalive myself before all of it began, when I was homeless in my car in the beginning. I swore I would never do it again.
How long were you homeless?
I swore I would never do it again because I know how much it hurt Frankie, and I will never ever do anything to hurt him again. Ever.
Yeah,
It's all about Frankie.
No matter how bad things get, or no matter how hard things
Beauty,
get,
not
I will
usually.
never do it because I know how much it would hurt him.
Right, Diego. That's what she claimed for a while.
And at first, I thought this had to do with, in the beginning, I thought it had to do with Frank, because a lot of times it does. And this doesn't, because nobody, mine has mutual friends, people that used to be his mods and everything. Nobody's ever heard of Amanda Jean Irwin Brown. Nobody knows who she is. But she has some fucked up obsession with me. And it seems like these people do too. And ironically,
Well,
Heather,
Cindy,
her sisters, and Amanda Jean Irwin.
I'm going to post this whole... That's where she got discontinued. I was just going to say, I'm going to be posting this whole thing on my YouTube. And I want to show you that I have a playlist for her on my YouTube. Hold on a second. Does she really talk to Frankie? That's not the same Frankie,
You should.
is it? It was on The Sopranos.
Because I predict that you and the rest of your little goons are going to be going down hard. But
All right, so I have a Heather McCord playlist on my YouTube, and all of her videos should be there going back to the 24th is when I started watching her. The YouTube is the @ scamslam411. I will show it to you. So you can at least go back to the 24th if you would like and watch any of these previous restreams. She is banned on TikTok until the 6th is what I was told.
Oh, I think we're biologically related. Oh, I see.
This is my YouTube right here at scamslam411. Thank you, Hallmark. Oh, I didn't know that, Diego. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Thank you, Ghost. I have lots of playlists on here. If you haven't seen, Violet Hype Queen came back yesterday. She was only live for about 15 minutes. But I have lots of playlists on here for different scammers and other interesting people. I try to keep up with them as much as possible. Sometimes it takes me a while to get, things uploaded because I'm trying to, manage a lot of scammers on here. And you might come across some folks you haven't seen before. Also, some of Scammy Claus's restreams are on here. Not all of them, but some of them are on here. So, there you go. If you need some stuff to watch, you can watch there. And I will be posting this restream on there as well. I am going to check my emails really quickly because some people said they sent me some things regarding Heather. So if you could give me just a moment, I will check. You want to see my bracelets? I have a couple of bracelets. I like bracelets. Yeah. Oh, you found me through Lisa. I have a couple of bracelets. I have a couple of bracelets. Let me see. Dalton sent me a couple of things. So I'm going to review those because some of those are videos that I'll need to preview. This was the post that, so there's a page called, let's see, I wrote it down, Oak Hill Research. that has information about her case. Thank you, Sandy. And someone posted on there today, it looks like, or not today. What is that? December 3rd, at 10:46 a.m. It's an anonymous post. It says, the lady recently claiming to be Tanya has no facts or proof. She is asking a crystal pentagram for answers to questions. She also hung up on law enforcement when they asked for a DNA sample. She's on TikTok trying to make money on a kidnapped child's name. Oh, is that her angle? It's horrible. She blamed another Heather's innocent family, for kidnapping her. Yes, she has. And has made threats. Yes, she definitely has. Yes, she has. Thank you, Sandy. So thank you to the person who sent me that. Let me see what else I have here. Let me see what else I have in my email. Thank you, KK. Somebody sent me an article. I guess it is the article from Oak Hill Research. So if anybody wants to check out the article, I think if you Google the missing child's name, this comes up, the Oak Hill Research blog. Thank you, NC Sunshine. Good evening. Then you can read that article. I'm going to look that up and check that out myself. And see what that's about. And thank you, KK. And let's see. Here's a screenshot. Let me see. I have another article here I'm going to open up and see what this is. Okay. Someone sent me this from it says Fandomeres. And this is the information that she was showing on her live stream. Thank you, KK. Regarding the missing child, Tanya Williams. This is the picture she was showing. And there's some details here about the disappearance and the case. You can read about that here. We won't go through the whole thing, but if you want to, Google that or anything. It's saying that she was kidnapped or went missing, I guess I should say, while visiting her paternal grandparents' home. She was last seen in the backyard. Disappeared shortly after 8 p.m. It took 20 minutes for anyone to notice her disappearance. And so this is the picture. And then I think if I click on this age progressed picture, we will see that other one that she showed. Okay, thank you, Dirty Smurf. That's the photo she was showing. And she believes that, she sincerely believes that she looks like this age progressed photo. And that's why she is this missing person from 41 years ago. So if you want to look these items up yourself, that is where you can find that. Thank you for sending that. I appreciate it. Let me see what else I have here in my email. Thank you, Old. I appreciate that very much. You're welcome back anytime. Let's see. Here's one. Let's see. Oh, apparently there's two pictures of the child. This was sent in as well. These are screenshots. I don't know if these are from a different site or if they're from the same site we just looked at. I think it's a different site, but there's two pictures of the child that come up there. There's the age progressed photo. Beth, that's a really good question. I'm not sure. Again, if you watch some of her other live streams, she claims that her adopted mother, which is also her aunt who raised her, was poisoning her. She tells a story. It sounded like she was maybe living with them or close to them in some other state. And she claims that she was there, and at the time she had a dog. And she said that the mother slash aunt made her a steak and said, "Oh, here, this one's yours." And like specifically gave her this one particular steak out of the meal. And when she tasted it, it didn't taste right. And she gave it to her dog to eat because she didn't want to eat it. She didn't think it tasted right. And then her dog got really sick. But then the dog got better. It sounded like the dog got temporarily sick, supposedly after eating this steak. She also claims that for a very long time she was not feeling well overall, and her health was not good. She was feeling sick all the time. And when she left their house, or left being around them, and ended up going to Florida, she felt a lot better because she was not around them eating the food. So she feels like she was being poisoned. Well, she claims she has 2 daughters, but I'm sure Hallmark. Hallmark says that's not even the worst of what she claims. It gets way worse, I'm sure. But that was one thing that I heard her claim. She has also claimed to be SA'd as a child by her mother slash aunt's stepson, I believe she said. I don't know if any of those, I don't know anything about, she doesn't really give a lot of details about those allegations. So, but she does claim that as well. I don't know, Mary J. So here's some more information, and a lot of it is the same stuff that was on the other one, but I think this is just a different site. So if you Google the name, Tanya Michelle Williams, you'll come up with some results there. Yeah, maybe, Misty. That's a good theory. Maybe she didn't have a good upbringing, and she is hoping that maybe, she wants, I don't know.